Sorry. I was finishing my last bites of my dinner and I had a big mouth full of soup right as you guys raided in. But hi, it is good to see all of you. How's everyone doing? I hope y'all are doing really well. What kind of soup? Pumpkin, sweet potato, and lentil soup. And then I made it with like thyme and honey and some vegetable broth. And then I like pureed it so it became like this thicker soup. And then I made my own croutons with, and I like baked some pumpkin pies and, oh, pumpkin pies. I baked some pumpkin pies just to casually put the pie in the soup. Some pumpkin seeds. And then I roasted them. I put them in the soup. And it was very delicious. It was very simple, but like a very comfortable soup. Fashion advice, take a chance with the pants. Huh? What? All pies just going into the soup, you know. But thank you so much, Shaka, for the raid. I really appreciate it. Thank you for bringing your community here. I hope you had the most amazing stream. If you need to go practice some self care, you know, raid and run, raid and rest, please make sure to do so. But if you want to stick around, that goes for anyone in your community as well. You guys are super welcome. Today we have a very exciting stream. We're gonna work on a shell challenge in Minecraft and hopefully win the shell challenge so that we get an hour of creative on the competitive SMP that I'm playing on. So if you wanna come hang out, you're super welcome, but if you need to go raid and run, raid and rest, also fully understand. But thank you so much again for coming over. I am gonna see who from the community got first crew, and I'm gonna check up with everything. Ligur, Thomas, Esther, Kate, and Pada. Let's go. Hey. Wait, I don't think the stream title still says focus with me. I think you might have to refresh your browser because it says Girly Pop SMP Shell Challenge first, then Fairytale Forest building. So it's probably your browser cache that didn't change it after my previous stream. It happens from time to time. We had it this morning. It actually went wrong, but this time I think it might be your browser cache. It sometimes happens if I do 2 streams a day. Also, I have like time underneath my nails, but now my nails look really disgusting. Okay, I need to fix that. I washed my hand, but it clearly like these 2 nails did not work. Hold on, I'm just gonna check because I think I just heard something fall and I just want to make sure it's not like my cats who are throwing things from the cooking thing, you know? So I'm just going to check. I'll be right back, okay? They were not being cheeky. It was just something outside. But you know, I made dinner. There's still some leftovers on the counter, but like including a pan with soup. And I was like, they better not have thrown that off because then my entire kitchen would be filled with pumpkin sweet potato soup, which is not something we want. But they are being good girlies. They're okay. So we're all good. But let me say hello to all of you. Esther, welcome in. Thomas, welcome in. Likur, welcome in. Peace, welcome in. Tanisha, welcome in. Pada, welcome in. Maggie, welcome in. Pixie, welcome in. Noisy, welcome in. Moa Oak, welcome in. Sarnell, welcome in. Toasty Sophie, welcome in. Nintendo, welcome in. Lacira, welcome in. Joe, welcome in. Raven, welcome in. Susie Q, welcome in. SodaStorm, welcome in. Joa, welcome in. Yes Maniac, welcome in. Lily, thank you so much for the freaking 25-month resub. What the heck? That is wild. Thank you so much. And also with your Prime, please, please, please enjoy all of the subby perks. Hi, Yule, welcome in. It is good to see you. Crafty, welcome in. Senanor, welcome in. What? Lily, welcome in. Also, thank you for that follow earlier. Mark, welcome in. Shaka, thank you so much again for the raid. Katie, welcome in. Skyfeather, welcome in. Pasik, welcome in. Danielle, welcome in. Riri, welcome in. Jellystem, welcome in. Ray, welcome in. Molly, welcome in. Nora, welcome in. Especially welcome in. Shorty, welcome in. Yule, welcome in. Kia! You are kind of awesome. Thank you so much for the 17 months. I appreciate it. Yule the roast. I got so far. Kia, thank you so much for the freaking 17 months. I appreciate it. Please enjoy all your subby perks for a whole month more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And welcome in everyone. I hope y'all are doing so well. I know that we haven't chatted that much, but I'm gonna do the wheel spins of today because we have a busy schedule. We have a lot of things to do, so we have to stay on top of the schedule because otherwise I'm not going to make it with everything I need to do. So we're going to start with wheel spins. If we get Hunger Games, I am going to do the Hunger Games towards the end of stream, okay? All other things I think I can do, but I hope two truths, one lie because I actually prepared it. Oh. Oh, the last time we did that, that got really spicy really fast. Dance party. Ooh, that's fun. Because I actually set up the emote overlay for it. So we can do that. Oh, that's gonna be nice. Hold on. Hold on. Um, ooh, I know what we're gonna listen to. I know what we're gonna listen to. We are gonna listen to, you know how the other day we were talking about as a kid, I was dancing to like these trance hits. Um, and that's like the only music I have on my phone. I think we have to listen to one of those. Just because I feel like trance music is also so good to dance to. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna actually hide the wheel spin. I'm gonna turn on the emo overlay so that when you guys all start dancing in chat, you know, we can properly dance. And well, you guys, exactly, you'll trance hits, yeah. Okay, we're gonna listen to the first one on the album. Crow! Thank you so much for the 7 months. What the heck? Please ensure all of your subby perks for a whole month more. Hold on. Um, okay. So this is the song that I used to listen to a lot. Also, Corey, thank you. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. If you are ready, if you have dance emotes from any channel, not specifically from this channel, feel free to use them. We're gonna do a little dance party. I'm gonna turn up the music. We're gonna vibe. It's a 3-minute dance song. I hope you enjoy what I danced to as little 4-year-old Ro. I need to stand for this. That was our dance party chat. Are you guys ready? I'm so warm. I need to hydrate. Holy shit, I actually danced. Also, Tech Club, welcome in. We had some issues. Um, with my desk getting stuck. Because I realized my camera was too low, so I was like, oh, you know what? Let me put my desk up. And then I got stuck. I think we're good. Oh, I'm so warm. I am so warm from all the dancing now. You guys also got a page from a Dutch book. Let me get one. Let's do a classic. Let's do a classic. Let's see. Let's find a fun page to read. Missed the wheel spins, so we spun dance party and reading. Reading a Dutch book. So we're gonna read a random Dutch page. Pak maar wat je wilt, zei hij. En hij schoof het blad naar me toe. Ik vroeg me af, zei ik, terwijl ik een appel pakte en hem in mijn handen ronddraaide. Wat zou je doen als iemand je uitdaagde om iets te eten? Jij vraagt je altijd dingen af. Hij trok een gezicht en schudde zijn hoofd. Hij keek naar me, hield mijn ogen vast terwijl ik een stuk pizza van het blad pakte, een hap nam, snel kauwde en toen doorslikte. Ik keek met grote ogen toe. Als iemand je zou uitdagen aarde te eten, zou je daartoe in staat zijn, toch? Vroeg hij. Ik trok mijn neus op. Ik heb het wel eens gedaan. Het was een weddenschap, bekende ik. Het viel best mee. Hij lachte. Waarom verbaast me dat niet? Iets achter mij leek zijn aandacht te trekken. Jessica analyseert alles wat ik aan het doen ben. Ze zal het straks allemaal uitleggen. Hij duwde de rest van de pizza mijn kant op. De naam Jessica bracht een glimp van eerdere irritatie terug op mijn gezicht. Ik legde de appel neer, nam een hap pizza en keek weg, want ik wist dat hij van wal zou steken. Dus die serveerster was knap, vroeg hij terloops. Is het je echt niet opgevallen? Nee, ik lette niet op haar. Ik had andere dingen aan mijn hoofd. Arme meid. Nu kon ik het me veroorloven even aardig te zijn. Er was iets wat je tegen Jessica zei waar ik mee zit. Hij weigerde afgeleid te worden. Zijn stem was hees en hij keek op met een zorgelijke blik van onder zijn wimpers. Het verbaast me niets dat je iets gehoord hebt wat je niet leuk vindt. Je weet wat ze zeggen over luistervinken, vermaande ik hem. Ik had je gewaarschuwd dat ik mee zou luisteren. En ik had je gewaarschuwd dat ik niet alles wil weten dat je niet alles wil weten wat ik denk. Dat klopt, gaf hij toe. Maar zijn stem was nog steeds hees. Maar je hebt niet helemaal gelijk. Ik wil weten wat je denkt. Ik wil wel weten wat je denkt. Alles. Ik zou alleen willen dat je sommige dingen niet dacht. Ik keek boos op. Dat is iets heel anders. Dat doet op dit moment niet ter zake. Wat dan wel? We leunden inmiddels op tafel naar elkaar toe. The tension. I actually don't know which scene we're in, which is funny because I've read this book so many. You are a great forelezer, thank you. I grew up with two librarians as parents who love to read to me, so I feel like at this point I got a lot of practice. um I actually don't know. I mean, they're in the school cafeteria. It is the infamous scene where she holds an apple and rolls it between her hands, which funnily enough in the movie, they merged this scene with another scene earlier in the story. But it's like the infamous apple scene, which is kind of funny because it's the cover of the book and it happens to be the page that I just sort of flipped to. Um but it was after they already had dinner at the like after she gets attacked and then he rescues her and then they go have dinner. And that's when she figures out something's wrong. And the next morning she tells him, like, I know you're a vampire. So I guess this is the lunch on that day. The Broken Spine is sending me. Oh yeah, this was a third. This I got this book I think second or third hand, so it was already broken when I got it. So I didn't even do that to be honest. She's not like other girls, clearly. But I hope you like that little reading from Dutch Twilight. Um, let me read the back. 3 dingen wist ik zeker. 1. Edward was een vampier. 2. Een deel van hem wilde mijn bloed. 3. Ik was onvoorwaardelijk en onherroepelijk verliefd op hem. Spoilers much. Oh, it's literally the first line of the movie as well. There was a time where I could recite the entire poem from Eclipse. I don't remember. That is a beautiful poem. Wait, let me see. I actually don't know if I have that in. Yeah. If I read it in Dutch, I can translate it. Some say the world will end in fire. Some say in ice. But for those who. Oh, I don't remember it. Sommigen zeggen dat de wereld in vuur vergaat. Anderen zeggen in ijs. Ik proefde meer dan eens verlangen en hoor bij hen die vuur aanhangen. Maar als er nog een verwoesting op stapel staat, dan weet ik volgens mij genoeg van haat om te kunnen stellen dat het met ijs ook heel goed gaat. Meer is niet vereist. Yo! Thank you so much for the 47 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is such a wildly long time. You're closing in on 50 months. 50. How even? Yes, the Robert Frost poem, which I actually really like. I think it's a beautiful poem, but in Dutch it sounds terrible. But thank you so, so much for the 47 months. Please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month. I know 48, it's 4 years. That is crazy. But wait, I want to read you guys the poem in um like the actual poem because it's beautiful. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if I had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction, ice is also great and would suffice. Which is funny because the translation does not do it justice. Like it completely loses the meaning, in my personal opinion. I don't think it's well translated. Um, it's a very good poem. And I think it's funny that she used it for Twilight because generally people that read Twilight I don't think are very like literary people. Um but it is like I feel like it's a very beautiful poem. And this folks is why I don't read in Dutch. Yeah, I feel like for poems you translating is really difficult. Um so can you interpret it now? Um well I mean obviously it's about like I don't know. I said obviously and then I was like actually there's so many layers to this. Like in the sense that obviously both fire and ice can be used for destruction. But in this sense, they're saying that like if you think about desire, it's more like full of passion and fire. So that fire also holds a lot of beauty and that ice is cold and more similar to hate. So that like passion doesn't equal negativity. Like a lot of people will say that if you have like a lot of passion, a lot of big emotions, that's not a good thing. But that lack of emotion or lack of feeling or lack of meaning is also not good because it's just as powerful as fire is in breaking things, basically. That's how I interpret this. That's how I read it. Um, this turned into a book club meeting. I know. Also, the ads are about to start, meaning that I'm gonna go sit back down. I'm gonna start up Minecraft so that we can actually get started with our shell challenge. Okay. That is actually a really good summary. Yeah, to be ignored by someone you love hurts as much as being burned. Yes. That is such a good summary of what I was trying to say, but I said it way worse than you did. uh oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So that's the thing. Like the whole point of the poem is to say that they're both equally bad as good. Like both fire and ice hold um you silly. What are you doing? Hold on, I'm just sitting back down because I was standing up. We had a little dance party earlier. So, love your outfit. Thank you. Hello. You were like circle raid, huh? You really did that. Hi, friends. Welcome in. I hope you're all doing so incredibly well. Welcome, welcome. I hope you had a great rest of your co working session. I hope you got a lot of things done. I loved all the things you were working on, like your content things, and the snails are so cute. Like, literally so cute. Wait, you did you did the shell challenge? Okay, we're literally about to start it. We have ads coming up in 2 minutes, and then we're gonna start it. I have the timer and everything ready. I have a vision, so now we just need to do it. I'm a little bit scared because I don't know. I don't know if I'm fast enough in building. Hi, Fresh. Welcome back. But for anyone who's new here, welcome in. My name is Rosanna or Ro. I use she, her pronouns. I do gaming, co-working, and a sprinkle of IRL on this channel. We did co-working earlier, and we are now actually going to dive into some Minecraft. We're gonna do the shell challenge and then continue with our big build project in the game itself. And I know, Liv. I debated turning it on, but then I realized I won't really have time to read it because I'm gonna really try to lock in for an hour. So then I was like, I would feel bad if I don't read it, you know? Also, my game is starting up. My camera has issues every single time my game starts up. Did we get a shout out, by the way? Because for anyone hanging out here, if you are not following Charlie yet, aka Honeyfield Notes, what are you doing? Please go fix that right now. Absolutely wonderful creator. So, like, such warm, welcoming, cozy vibes. Also does a lot of co-working and gaming and is with me on GIRLYPOP as well. So if you enjoy, then yeah, I would say if you enjoy this stream, we're literally twinsies, so you will 100% enjoy her stream as well. Exactly, you guys cheer quietly. um Oh, wait. I just see you joined the game. Stop. I see your shell. I guess that's yours because I know that you guys can't see it, by the way. I just peeked quickly. Oh, left. Sorry. I thought it said joined. No, it said left. Never mind. Let's pretend I read that correctly. But yeah, we have ads starting in 7 seconds. So I won't actually go into the game until the ads are over because obviously I don't want you guys to miss anything. But I'm very excited. I'm a little bit nervous actually because like I'm actually gonna have to do a pretty big build. I feel like quite fast. Quillo! Thank you so much for the 7 months. Please enter all of your subby perks for a whole month more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What the heck? It went so quick. Okay. I have quite an ambitious idea, obviously, because it wouldn't be me if it wasn't an ambitious idea. But I hope that I can make it happen. Like I think I'm gonna start with like the basic version and then I'm gonna, build it out. Do you like it, Esther? Felipe made it for your stream anniversary. I think you might have seen that, but I added it as an emote with her permission. Also, Ellie, it is so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Um, oh, my soup was a bit salty, so now I have like a dry mouth. I'm also nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous, but like anything with time pressure, I do so bad at. Also, Marion, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. Okay, the ads are in progress. Um, so it feels weird to like just wait out the ads, but I guess in the meantime, we can already go here. Make sure that, like, the game loads and everything. Soup? Yeah, I had pumpkin sweet potato soup. It was very delicious. So this is a shell that we're going to be working with. And we're in creative, so we can fly. Whee! Look at how cute that is. For anyone who has never seen Minecraft creative mode, and if you go like this, you basically have all the blocks. So you can just go in here and then find the blocks that you want to use. A Sims 3 camera. Yep. So there's like no limit. You don't have to like go foraging for anything. You can just get everything basically. So for anyone, if you enjoy building and you like want to get better at building, I can highly recommend starting a creative world, just like a single player. You can even start a flat world so that you don't have to initially deal with the terrain. So the rules to this challenge are, we have 1 hour. So in a little bit, I'm going to start the timer, which is like below my camera. We will have 1 hour. This shell needs to stay intact. However, we are allowed to change the block. So I'm like allowed to break this and replace it with another one, but I must keep this shell the same. So I think I'm going to work from the top to the bottom and like change it because I do want to change out the outside of the shell, which is going to be interesting for sure, but I definitely want to change it out. So we're going to start with that, I think. And from there, you're allowed to add things to it, like on the outside. And after 1 hour, we need to drop it. Like, we're not allowed to work on it anymore. Does the emote overlay? No, I turned it off. Also, I also turn it off on the chatting screen as well, but it only works on chatting. But good to check. But yeah, other than that, we can get all the blocks. I turned off my texture pack, so what you're seeing here is vanilla Minecraft. Or, I mean, I still have my mods, but, like, block-wise. Because I wanted to make sure the people that are gonna be judging this build will actually be, yeah. Literally, I thought of it because, Charlie and I are using the same texture pack. The people that are gonna be judging these builds are not going to be using any texture packs. So if I had built it with my texture pack, the chances would have been that I used, like, the cutesy stone, you know, the granite that looks like salami in Minecraft normally. So, yeah. Also, I'll wait until it... I was gonna say I'll wait until it hits daytime, but I'm afraid that might take too long because it just turned nighttime. How does the judging work? There's going to be one winner, and the 2 hosts of the server, Sydney and Bobby Mac, are going to be doing the judging. And the person who wins will win 1 hour in this game mode, so in creative. Hi, Kay! Hello! Oh my god, everyone. It is our angel. I literally talked about you today on stream about the fact that you gave us the best gift ever. So everyone, we say thank you, Kay, unison. Oh, good point. You can sleep. That is actually such a smart idea. Dumb question. Search. That's what I wanted to do. I was like, I remember that you can search, but I hadn't done that in a long time. Okay, let's place a bed so that we can, oh, I forgot that blocks break really easily. I just wanted to break the flower. Hehe. Lol. Okay. Guys, we're gonna sleep, and then we're gonna start the timer, okay? It is the GIRLYPOP bringer of goodies. Yes. I just work here. Yeah, that's what I would say. Okay, we sleep. I'm gonna bring up the timer. I know the timer says 0. I'm gonna have to refresh it. Okay. You guys ready? Because as soon as I start the timer, I have to start building. Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna need red blocks. I think I might go for red concrete as the basis, because I know there's also white concrete. I think I'm gonna start working with those 2 blocks. And I'm gonna start from the top so that I don't accidentally... do I start with white? I think so. I'm not used to blocks breaking this fast. Whoopsie. That is really nice about building in creative, though, is the fact that blocks break this fast. It makes it really easy to fix any mistakes. And the fact that you can fly, obviously, also makes it pretty neat. And you don't have to pick up any blocks that you break. So you guys can see why it would be useful to get creative mode unlocked for an hour on the server, right? Okay. I think I will go 3 tall for every color now. Also, no mob spawns, so we don't have to worry about anything. We're definitely going to have to texture, because if everything's just red and white, I think it will look really ugly. Gotta sleep so you can... Wait, what? I'm not doing candy cane. No, we're doing lighthouse. But honestly, candy cane, it does kind of remind me of candy cane, but we're gonna texture to make sure that it doesn't look like a candy cane. Not that there's anything wrong with a candy cane, because those look very dope as well, but it's not what I'm going for. Would be kind of cool, though, to just go for, like, a huge candy cane. Someone earlier on stream said that I should make a big Stanley Cup, and that was actually kind of funny. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I think I now did 5, right? Or was it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4. Actually, maybe that is... I'm afraid that that's going to be too much. I might have to change it to 3. Because otherwise, I will only be able to do 2 reds. So then the red already starts here. We're going to have to change a little bit, but that's okay. Because otherwise, I think it won't look as good. Then we'll have 2 big blocks. I love flying. I love being able to just move around my little blocks so easily. Makes it so much easier to build. Here are my decorate chests full of... Yeah. So that's the thing. I don't know, because I didn't participate last season, so I don't exactly know, and I didn't see it anywhere, and to be honest, I also didn't ask up front. But, like, if you win this, theoretically, like, would you be able to just get netherite and diamonds and everything from creative, or are you allowed to build for an hour, but not, like, get any backup blocks? And if I'm building, am I allowed to, like, plant trees with saplings and stuff, or am I just allowed to get the materials? Oh, the vision for the build. That's a good question, actually. So it's a lighthouse. It's an old lighthouse with a stone base. And then, I showed it on co-working. If you want to see, towards the end of the co-working, I actually showed a picture on stream. Of my idea, at least. But I'm just starting with, like, the traditional base of a lighthouse now. So, like, red, white stripes. And then I want to do some of the detailing at the bottom so that I know that that's in. And then I think I want to make sure that we have some texture, because if, like I said, like I'm doing now, if it's just like this, I think it's going to look really bland. We're going to do some moss and, like, some vines probably. Like, it's going to be like an old lighthouse. It's not necessarily abandoned, but it's clear that it's seen the... It stood the test of time, you know? And also, I feel like right now, I'm quote-unquote losing time, because I'm also, like, I'm replacing blocks, right? So I have to make sure that I don't place blocks in a place where I'm not allowed to yet. Or where I'm not allowed to, because I'm... Like, I have to keep the shell intact. I think also, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's fine, because the bottom 2 are going to be covered by stones. So I think we'll actually get through this nicely. Also, the funny thing is, I never thought about doing shell challenges in Minecraft. Like, I legit never thought of this being a possibility, but I think it's actually really fun. Like, it's such a creative way to also do, like, I don't know, timed builds. For anyone who doesn't know, by the way, I actually started, when I started playing Minecraft, I just played creative. I did not play survival because I was so scared of all the monsters. I'm still scared, but at this point, like, I don't know. I'm more used to it, I guess. Also, quick question. I just had a realization. For anyone here who plays Minecraft, how does one copy a block again? Because I know that you can, like, click on a block to copy it to get it back in your hotbar, but I don't remember how to do that. And I feel like I might need that. Middle click. Ah, yeah, okay. I still have this one. Ah, perfect. Thank you. I was like, I just remembered that I can do that. And now I'm like, shit, how do I do that again? But thank you. You guys are the bestest. Okay, we're almost done. Oh, sorry, sheep. I didn't mean to hit you. Please don't hate me. You were kind of in my way, though. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Okay, everything's replaced. Let's look for stone. And then I don't need this anymore. I don't need this. I plop my bed down. Let's get normal stone. Let's get cracked stone. I don't think I will need chisel, to be honest. How do I get... There we go. I will get this. I will get this. I might get some mossy cobble, actually. We'll get some mossy normal. I need more space in my inventory. You know what? How about I don't get mossy cobble and I sometimes I just get the these mossy ones. Okay. Oh, oopsie. See, that's why I wanted to know this. Don't need that anymore though. Oh my god. I did mean to do that. Stupid flowers. Get out of my way. Okay. Like I said, I want the bottom to be like bigger. There we go. And then we're gonna detail it. So I'm gonna get this one and then replace like a couple mossy ones. Nope. There we go. Also, I feel so locked in. I'm literally not reading chat. It feels like Twitch rivals. Actually, no. I don't want to. There we go. Okay. Let's place a couple of random ones. And then we're gonna... Okay, I want to get rid of this. We can add plants again later, but that's not what I need right now. I fell. Lol. Better not read chat. Are you being menaces again? Am I really surprised? No. I'm actually not. Okay, let's get some normal ones. I think we can get another mossy one here. Okay, we're gonna have to sleep soon. Okay, I'm starting to like that, but let's sleep. Because, I want to have daylight so that I can build. Okay, we lose 10 seconds or so. No, 5 seconds on sleeping. Oh, look at that. That's coming together nicely. I already like it. Um, this is kind of in the way. It's kind of in the way. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I'll leave it, but it's a little bit annoying. I'll go with that one there. I feel like that one can go there. That one can go there. I think we can have this over here. Definitely need another slab there. I guess another slab here. That there. Okay, I think I like that as the base for now. That will be our door. Do I want to add interior floor? Actually, end stone. Ooh, that could be really nice, actually. Hold on. Oh, that's perfect. Yep. Oh, come on. You've got to be kidding me. Also, I just realized I did this on a floor too low. Just so that if people do go in, they actually have a floor. Oh, yeah, that's nice. Let's look for a door. I think white doors to contrast the red. Oh, that's good. I like it. Okay, let's get started. Honestly, I think the end stone might kind of be perfect for the platform on the outside as well. I just realized that one should not be there. Also, I just realized I'm doing this wrong. This should be one higher. Haha, lol. Okay, back we go. Honestly, I think we need this because I need to go one out. So I need to add it like this anyways and then just delete it. Oh my god, bro. Stop placing blocks wrong. I really like the end stone. That's such a nice white brick. Okay, I quickly... Hold on. Katie! Thank you so much for the freaking 19-month resub. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What the heck? What the heck? Oh, shit. That needs to stay open. Why did that close? There we go. Okay, I have my picture on the side just because I need a little bit of reference. Thank you so much. Let's go for stripped spruce. Hello? How much did I do? One more. Nope. 2, 3, 4. Oh my god, you've got to be kidding me. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we basically... I want to do the same pattern for now. Up here, I think. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do the roof. Also, I don't want to know what you guys are talking about. Mods, please keep an eye on chat, because I'm clearly not keeping an eye on chat. Chat is doing fine. Okay, good. I'm glad the chat is doing fine. Is that enough or do I need to go one? I think I need to go one taller, actually. Shit. Shit. I think it will just look better, so I'm gonna do it anyways. Because I want to put like a light in here. And then potentially I could even, if I wanted to, put like glass. I think that might be kind of cool. Also, I use something as inspiration, but that is like not necessarily how do you say this? Like I'm not copying it or anything. I'm just looking at it to sort of jog my mind on what I want to do. Yeah, there we go. Oh, sorry. Yes, please don't use Super Sweet Bot. No using Super Sweet Bot on gaming streams, please. Okay. We're gonna have to come up with a way to like really if I search for light. Ooh, honestly, frog lights could be kind of perfect. And then I want to have some glass. Should I go? I will try the difference between normal glass and white tinted glass. No, I think I'm gonna use normal glass. Let's use that on this side, and let's check this on this side. Ooh, oh, that's actually a close call. What do you guys think? No, I actually like the white tinted more. It smoothens out the light a little bit. Oh, that is satisfying to break glass like that. If you want, you can use Super Sweet Bot in the Discord. In the Discord channel. You can also use it. It uses all the same commands. But it's just to prevent chat here from really cluttering up. I actually need to make a standard thing that I pause it on gaming streams. Okay, let's add one more layer. There we go. And now we're gonna have to come up with the roof. Oh, okay, we do have this, which is kind of perfect because I was hoping for that. I almost fell. Lol. I think that will make it so that the roof here looks a little bit smoother connected. And we can add that over here too. I need to go like that and then like that. Do you guys now see why I started with Minecraft as a building game? Like this would just be me for like hours. Not even playing the game. Okay, I think we need to start with a round roof, which ironically enough is the one roof shape I've never done. Ever. I have never done a round roof. So that's gonna be great. The question is, I think I might go for copper for the roof. I feel like that could actually be kind of cool. Do you guys agree? Do you think that if we use like either the normal copper or the oxidized copper, that could be kind of... I think maybe even the normal copper. I think I maybe go... Yes! Yes, do that. Hold on. So again, this is the one roof shape I've never done before, so I'm literally winging this based on something I've done before. Might have been smart to, like, you know, pick something that I knew I could do because I'd done it before, but alas, here we are. Okay, and then we're gonna have to do the same thing over here. Okay, it's getting dark again, which means that in not too long, I might go down again to sleep. No, didn't mean to break that block. I meant to break that one. 'Cause I think it is a lot easier to build if I can actually see what I'm doing. Uh, I guess that works well enough for what I want to make right now. So let's sleep and let's go back up there. I do feel like I might want to change my base a little bit to have it be a bit more dramatic, but am I just winging around, sort of around roof? I think I might be. Which is so funny because I really feel like recently something clicked in my brain with Minecraft roofing. Because I used to be really bad at roofing. Like, even in the beginning of GIRLYPOP, I literally said to Amber, I was like, can you roof this? Because I don't know how to. And then I recently sort of thought about it, and for some reason, my brain, like, is now like, yeah, we understand how to use the blocks to do things that we wanted. I didn't fall. And you know what the funniest or the funnest part is? We can actually, if we wanted to, we can use, okay, I might have to fix the inside really quickly. Hold on. Okay, I'll walk. Come on. Because I cannot stand it being so uneven on the inside. No, actually. Huh? What? What did I? There we go. Now it's even on the inside. There we go. Thank you, Nezidum. I appreciate it. Okay, then we're gonna go for copper, and I'm gonna find, like, a couple of copper blocks that have been weathered a little bit. So we have waxed. I now use chiseled copper, exposed copper, weathered. Okay, I don't want to go... I can, like, change some of these blocks to have, like, a slightly different coloration. Because they've been out here, and they started to weather. I don't know if I like the bright blue ones in there, to be honest. No, I actually do. I like that. That gives it, like, a little bit more interesting contrast. Okay, I like that a lot. Then I want some... I think it's the iron bars that I want to place on here. Yeah. I think I do want to go like that. sort of like a safety rail around it, I guess. Although I wonder, can that go on the inside? It can, but then it connects to the glass. I don't know if I like that, to be honest. Oh, that one doesn't. Why does that one do that and that one doesn't? Oh, breaking things in Minecraft. Okay, that one, that... Oh, now it's on the outside again. Never mind. Lol. That's why it doesn't connect to the glass row, because it's literally on the outside again. Okay. I think that's cute. Yeah, I like that. I need leaf. Oh, leaves. Oh my god, bro. Learn how to type. I think I'll just go for oak ones, to be honest. Let's see. Just want to have some foliage around. Oh, apparently those blocks dropped. I don't know how that happened, but... Okay, I think that's cute. I like it. I think we might have to start texturing. I have one important question, though. Oh, wait, I can just replace it with glass. Then I'm allowed to break it, I guess. Because I'm not allowed to get rid of anything. Like, the blocks have to actually be in place. But if I replace it with glass, then I guess we can add windows, right? So I think the tower needs windows. That's going to be our first little, like, detail. And then I also know which blocks I should not texture. The bottom one's not. That one also not. And then we're going to have to find our texture blocks, which means that we're going to have to find, I think, 2 white blocks and 2 red blocks that have a slightly different texture so that we can use it to replace some of the red and white blocks to sort of like, I don't know, create a bit more of an interesting shape. And I also think that it might be nice to get maybe some trap doors, and we can use white ones. And then, do we have any good red ones? We can try the mangrove, although I'm a bit afraid that those are not going to be... I'm thinking shutters, but... No. No. No, no. Shutters are not a good idea, but... sort of sunscreens? Maybe not, like, on all of the windows, but on, like, the red ones. Because I feel like we need some depth. Right now, there's not enough depth. We can also use slabs, but to be honest, I'm not mad about this. Because right now it's too flat. And it's also going to help a lot if we texture, I think. Do you know what the others are doing? Well, that is what Charlie did earlier. Which is that was my initial thought as well. But then I realized that, I actually realized that a lot of people would be doing that. Or at least I anticipated multiple people would be doing that or something similar. So I was like, you know what? Let me actually... Oh, you know what? I should do this later. I should keep this. Let's get rid of this because I don't need that anymore. Oh my god, I keep grabbing blocks when I want to get rid of things. Let's look for red items. My guess is gonna be red wool is gonna be good for this, and red terracotta could work. Those are nice, different colors. And then we need white. I guess maybe also just white wool. And we can use the concrete powder because we're gonna Joe! Thank you so much for the freaking 11 months. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What the heck? Please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month more. I appreciate that so much. Um Okay, with the lights changing, it's getting harder to see if this is actually the right decision, but I hope that you guys will see what I mean with, like, texturing. Like, it makes a difference. Do you see how it makes the build sort of a bit more interesting? Um, oh shit, okay. Well, I guess if we're gonna use concrete powder, we're gonna have to start from the bottom. Because otherwise, we're gonna run into the issue that things are constantly, uh, breaking, which is, or like falling, just like sand. Because even in creative, unfortunately, okay, we're gonna sleep because I can't see shit. Um, you've done so much already. Thank you. I mean, I'm happy that we've done so much already because I have 27 minutes left, and then I have to be done. And obviously, I want to make sure that we have the time to detail because detailing really in Minecraft makes all the difference. Like, I know that sounds so silly and ironic, but it's like otherwise it's just a block. Literally. Um No, actually, hold on. Let's not get rid of that one. Let's do that one. Okay, I think why is there a timer? Because it's a limited time challenge. So after an hour I have to stop building. After an hour I have to stop building. That is to make sure that everyone has like the same time to work on the shell. Because it's actually, there is like a reward to this. I'm not just doing a random shell challenge in Minecraft. If we win this, we will get an hour in creative in, on like the actual GIRLYPOP SMP server. Which I think might be worth it because that could save us a lot of like resource grinding. Because then we could just get, just like now, you can just search for a block and you have it. You don't have to go like chop a tree or whatever. So I think that if we win this challenge, obviously there is 13 of us who are going to be participating. But like if we were to win this, there are like high rewards because it would save us a lot of time, which potentially could help us in actually finishing the build in our actual Fairytale Forest. Which, for anyone who doesn't know, the Fairytale Forest is also a competition. Like, it is, by the end, there will be viewer votes. So I think you guys can also vote, by the way. I'll keep you informed on that part. But basically, you will be able to vote for which build you like the most. Please do not feel obliged to, vote for mine because you've seen me build mine. If there's one that you genuinely like more, like, please vote for the one that you actually think, is the bestest. But, like, the idea is that, the person who wins, so who has, like, the best build of the season, gets to pick the theme for next season. And I have thought already about some things that I would pick if we win. But then the thing that I picked, I realized would be a nightmare to build in survival, so then I... Oh, shit. Well, we'll just swap them. That's fine. So, yeah. Okay, I'm liking this. I feel like it... Again, small detail, big difference. Like, it makes the build look so much more... Oh, okay, there we go again. We're gonna have that issue a couple more times, I think. Oh, I was doing the terracotta. There we go. Let's see. Let's get the wool. Oh, I didn't mean to break that other one. There we go. I'm glad I realized this in the first layer that I needed to go from the bottom up. Because this otherwise would have been really annoying. Okay. I think the texturing is done. Which means that I can start with the details, because that means that I no longer have to work on the main structure. I definitely want to have some vines growing on here. Because, I mean, it is an older lighthouse. So I feel like without any vines, it wouldn't make sense. No, that one has to go like this. Oh, yeah, I like that. Yeah, I am taking a break. I'm taking a break, like, as this challenge ends. That's kind of what I was thinking. So we might have to snooze the ads one time. But I am definitely taking a break. And then after the break, we're just gonna go into, like, into the actual GIRLYPOP server, and we're gonna build some more. I'm gonna show you what I've done over the weekend. Thank you, Delta. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so the problem is I would love to add glowberries, but we can only do that. Hold on. I might get this trap door over there, because that might just in general solve that weird gap. And then I can actually hang glowberries from it and hang chains with some lights. Wait, why do I add 3 there? Something about the pattern is inconsistent if I have 3 trapdoors there. And, oh no, I would have 3 trapdoors everywhere, I guess. Well, then maybe I will only add one in the middle one, because otherwise I feel like it would get too much. There we go. Yeah. And then I'm going to have to, yeah, I was already afraid of that. So we're going to have to add a block so that I can actually stand and shift click. Otherwise that doesn't work. I now added this one there, but that is right in front of that vine. Hold on. I might actually change that around. Oh. Oopsie. No, I meant to... There we go. I think it will look better in that corner, to be honest. Let's get another block. I definitely want to get bone meal so that I can bone meal this so that we can get some glowberries. I like that. I think that's cute. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I think, honestly, pale oak is going to be our best bet for the core around the door that I want to do. Just like that. It's very simple. How how blocks can look so cute, I'll never understand. That is true. I agree. Okay, I don't like that. I think that looks too... I don't know. I might just go like this. What is it called? The light. Like the light that you can buy, that you need iron for. Lantern, that's what I'm looking for. It's like, I know. Ooh, we can... Soul lanterns might be interesting. I don't know yet. And then I will use sign. Ooh, wait, I don't think I've ever used these. Danger ahead. Done. You have to be careful with this lighthouse. No, I didn't mean to go into chat. The funny thing is, I actually wanted to use that sign. And just add it above the door. As another little detail. Did the vines... Oh my god, the vines are actually growing. Oh, that's going to be annoying because that means that by the time that we are done with this build, this is going to be fully overgrown with vines because the vines are actually going to keep growing. Oh, string. That's a good shout. I need to do this in my actual build as well. Do I just add the... Where do I add the string? I guess just there, right? All around? Also on the sides? Because that's going to be terrible for decorating. I think string is supposed to stop vines from growing, yeah. I need chain. They do grow on the sides, but I actually don't know if they will also grow on the sides. Oop. See, that's what I mean. I don't know if they grow on the sides if the bottom is blocked. Okay, let's go to sleep again so we have daylight. Because I do not like not being able to see anything. I also think I want to add, like, a bunch of lights on here at the bottom. I normally never splurge this much with lanterns because they are expensive. But, I mean... Okay, I think I like the lantern idea. Okay. There's string below it. There's even string in two places, and it still grows to the side. Oh, okay. I'll place string at the end. Let's see. Yeah, it's the thing is the vines look so good that I do want to keep them. I think maybe having like some string here with a lantern. No, actually, I think the lanterns here just need to hang like this. And I think doing it like this will be too much, so we're just gonna do a slightly irregular pattern of adding one sort of in the middle. Okay, I think I like that. I think I want to add that over here. I think... Yeah, okay, that's... Oh, come on. Let me jump on there, please. Yeah, okay. I am gonna have to get a block up. Okay, I need you guys' help. 'Cause I feel like there are things that are still missing. Um... Oh, wait, I already had that one. Some netting. We don't really have netting in, um, in Minecraft. I think one vine with a hanging light. I don't think we can add lights on vines. God, I don't mean to press A. A dirt pathway up? I would love to, but the thing that I'm not allowed to destroy is kind of in the way. Okay, wait. I need to make sure that these are placed the same direction. Okay, I think that's cute. That adds a little detail up there that helps support that roof. Ooh, you don't play Minecraft, but you said something interesting. What is it called? Is it called lichen? How do I write that? Like that. That's what I want. Glow lichen. Oh, we can have spider webs. That's actually a good idea. Some more at the bottom maybe also. These vines drive me crazy. I see Kenya's here to also do some building. I keep... Oh. Spider. Is it web? Yeah. That's actually cool. I like that. I think that's fun. Oh, yeah, yeah. We can do spider webs on the inside. I just broke the door. Lol. You know what? Maybe we could actually make, no, wait. I think I need dark oak. Yeah, that's what I want. How about we actually make it so that on the inside you can climb up, and then at the top we can add like a treasure or something. I wasn't planning on decorating the inside, to be honest. But I feel like with the spider webs, you guys kind of unlocked some fun ideas. And now I'm kind of invested. And, like, we have 10 minutes left, so... Oh, come on. I could. Because I feel like on the outside, like, I can mostly do landscaping, which is nice, but I feel like, considering it's a shell challenge, I want to focus mostly on the shell itself, I think. So then I feel like the inside might actually make a bit more sense than doing a lot of landscaping around it. And then we can get, like, a ladder. Bookshelves! Oh my god, yeah, that's such a good idea. Okay, let's get a ladder. And then we need to pick a side. I think maybe in this corner. We can make a ladder that goes all the way up. There we go. And then up here, I want to do... let's get an ender chest. Because that looks like a... Oh, I used slabs. Hold on. So we're gonna make, like, a little special thingy. Yeah, that's nice. That is nice. And then definitely gonna add, like, more spider webs here. And then, wait, I'm gonna do gold. We can get a block of raw gold. We can get... No, actually, I like this one more. Hold on. Oh, shit. I hate that I used slabs as the floor. Because then every single time I want to place something... Maybe we can just have this, like... Oh, shit. And then I want a trapdoor. A spruce trapdoor. If I place that there, then we can put this here. This is like the big treasure room. I want a... What was it called? Lantern. I forgot the name again. We could go for maybe the blue... Oh, I already had that one. Maybe the blue lantern's in here. Okay, that's too tall. Oops. Get that back. I think that adds to it being, like, a little bit scary. And then we can do a monster spawner. Maybe? Hold on. It needs to be on a slab. Oh. There's no middle, which I hate. I hate that there's no middle to this challenge. Because it's danger ahead, right? So, like, we can... Oh, shit. I'm gonna get stuck in the spider webs myself. If I don't watch out. And then we were gonna do bookshelves. Okay, hold on. I need like the actual lanterns. Wait, I don't need two, but, like, let's go like this. Okay, we have 4 minutes left. I'll get spider webs in other places. I think that's actually cool. That one can go over there. And then let's get a carpet. Let's get red. Oh, shit. Okay, you know what? I'll make this entire floor out of double slabs then. Does make it feel a little bit crammed in here, but I guess that's fine. There we go. That's our little... And then we have this floor. What do we add here? Maybe we can have these plant pots. And flower pots. Definitely need some more lights. Like this. And then... Crap, I need that again. And then I want strap doors again. No, wait, that needs to go there. And then I wanna... And then I need flowers. Oh, I will get tulips. Instead of that. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay. Then I'll add them here. I'll add these there. We'll add this there. I'll add that there, that there. Let's see. We can have this here. And then farmland. Lol. Hold on. And then I keep reloading my shaders. Wait, I have the trapdoor. No, wait, I want the sign. Bro, click the right buttons, please. Can I not add a sign on top? No, that adds there. That's really frustrating. Okay, that doesn't work. I actually, you know what? I hate this. That was a fun idea for like 3 seconds, and then I realized it doesn't work. I don't know what else to add. So, at this point, I'm like, we have another room to furnish. I just realized there's not enough cobwebs in here. So we definitely need more of that. To make it look more mysterious. Don't get stuck in the cobwebs. I want to get more carpet again. And then I want to get another pale oak sign. No. Oh shit, I'm running out of time. Do not enter. Last warning. Okay. That's it. We did it. We did it. I'm actually pretty happy with how that turned out. Considering I've never ever built anything like this before. Cute but haunted. That's exactly the point. Okay, I want to sleep because I do want to quickly take some screenshots. I'm not gonna build anymore, but M slept exactly. Oh, I see that we didn't snooze the ad, so the ads just ran. That's not a problem, but I just realized it's fine. I'll still take a break. Okay, let me actually empty out my inventory so that I can have both of my hands free. I think it might be nice if we change the FOV a little bit. And then I just take a couple of screenshots from different angles. Are you sure you want to live here? I mean, it has treasure, but it also has spiders. Didn't mean to do that. I'm just trying to get like a couple of cutesy pictures for myself. Okay. I think, oh, take your bed. That's actually a really good shout. Yeah. I think I'm allowed to take my bed last minute, right? It's really difficult to, oh, no one saw that. I have to go back into normal FOV because I cannot do anything else. But I'm happy that you guys like it. I'm actually happy. I'm happy that you guys think it looks cute. I'm really pleased with how it turned out. Like, I love that I saw this tower and I was like, you know what? I think I can make this. I think I can do this. Thank you so much, Queenie. I appreciate it. We built this in just 1 hour. I'm really happy with it. That does mean that the timer is done. And I get to go onto the actual GIRLYPOP server, but I will do that after I have taken a quick little break because I need to pee. And I know that we had ads at the last little bit, so I'm very sorry that we forgot to snooze them. But for the rest of the stream, we're gonna be working on the actual Fairytale Forest. I want to show you guys what I've been working over on the weekend because I did a lot. Like, remember last time we were working on the carousel and it was nothing more but a platform with a big pillar in the middle? It is, oh, I took screenshots, Thomas. I will share them in the Discord. I made sure to take some pictures. We also decorated the inside. So like on the inside, every floor has like a little, there's just an entrance with like a couple of warning signs of do not enter. Then on the first floor, there is just some plants and like pots and stuff, so you don't really know anything yet. Then on the floor after, there is a library, which is slightly haunted. And then on the floor above, there is actually a spawner, so there's monsters. And then on the top floor, there's treasure. There's lots of gold and 2 ender chests because they look like really cool chests. They look like fancy, you know. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna take a quick 5-minute break. Please make sure to also do that. Stretch, hydrate, you know, all the important things. I'm gonna hydrate because I was locked in for an hour, so I didn't drink at all. And I'll talk to you guys in 5 minutes, okay? Hello. Hello, hello. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. I'm back. I made it. I made it back. I took a nice break, stretched my legs, went to the bathroom and stuff. So yeah. Oh, hold on. Hold on. We have very important business to do. I need my bestie back. We need Mizunos. I'm sorry. It's not happening. We are not about to play Minecraft without Mizunos. I cannot believe I just did a whole build without Mizunos. I missed it. So as you can see, we're I have my elytra because I healed it, but I don't have any rockets with me. That's really unfortunate because otherwise I could fly home. But that's okay. We're just gonna walk home. I quickly um healed my tools before wrapping up yesterday. You're having chocolate? Let's go. What if you're feeling vanilla? Well, then you can get vanilla. Not on my watch. My boat's still here. That's lovely. Oh, I'm by myself. You're drinking chocolate milk? Ooh. You guys are making me crave sweets. Let's go back home, and I'm going to show you guys what I've been working on. I just made sure to go to the XP farm at the end yesterday because I worked hard, so my tools were in a rough condition. And I flew 6,000 blocks twice. No, 4 times actually. Back and forth. Twice. With my elytra. So my elytra was also in need of some mending. Ben and Jerry, stop. That's delicious. Also, as you can see, the reason I got my elytra, look at what we have at the tree farm now. They look hideous. Especially if you see them out in the wild like this. But we got mangrove trees. I went there, I got a bunch of mangrove propagules, and I got, wow, speaking real. And I got 5 tadpoles, actually. That was why I had to go back, because, okay, so let me tell you, on the trip yesterday, I felt so silly. Like, actively so silly. Because what I did was I prepped everything, right? I was like, I've never done a long elytra flight. I've never traveled this many blocks with an elytra. So I did not know how many rockets I needed. So I prepared for potentially having to walk back. So I took my bed, I took my food, I took my boat, I took some spare blocks. Like, I put away my tools that I didn't need. How would you decorate an underground farm for air? Ooh. Lots of leaves, probably, to still kind of bring outside inside. Make sure that you make it cozy, so maybe change the floor from stone to wood. Something like that. Add some cozy lights like lanterns, maybe some flowers. But I love the cottagecore interior. Also, Razzie Dane, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. But I took this long-ass flight all the way to where the swamp was. Let me show you on the map. We are here. I had to go here. I had to fly straight up. That obviously took a while. I get there, I realize, shit. I do not have buckets. And then I was like, but you need buckets to catch the tadpoles. So I was like, okay, that is annoying. You know what? I will go mining. I'll be brave. I'll go into a cave and I'll find myself some iron. So I went into a cave. I conquered some skellies. I got some free bones out of it for bone meal. And then I actually, you know, that's my free bones. I just realized that I hadn't fixed that yet. I'm going to turn that into bone meal. But then I get there with my buckets, spent like all this time. Then I realized I didn't bring my slime balls. And you cannot just find tadpoles. Tadpoles don't naturally spawn. They spawn from frog spawn, which also does not naturally spawn. You have to actively breed 2 frogs, which means that you have to give both of them a slime ball, and then they will basically have sex and impregnate, and then they will go to water, and then they will put the frog spawn, and then you have to wait somewhere between 3 to 10 minutes for the frog spawn to turn into tadpoles, and then you can scoop up the tadpoles in a bucket. That's the only way to transport frogs easily. Otherwise, you're gonna have to basically put a frog on a leash and walk all the way. But these motherfuckers walk really fast. Slow, sorry, really slow. Bro telling us about the bird, the bees, and the tadpoles. Exactly. So I arrived there and I realized I don't have any slime balls. So I'm just like, well, fuck me, because slime balls are really hard to find because you would have to find a slime chunk, which means more caving. Where I was like, yeah, it's definitely gonna take me less time to find, like, more time to find a slime chunk and go caving and probably die 3 times than it is to just fly back home. At that point, I had become quite efficient with using my rockets, so I managed to fly like 6,000 blocks on less than 20 rockets, which I was pretty impressed by, like, not gonna lie. I thought that was good. My first way there, I wasted rockets like crazy. The way back, got really efficient at it. So I managed to fly 6,000 blocks back on a little more than a stack of rockets, which I thought was really impressive. um, but then I had to go back home, get my 6 slime balls that I had. Ryzen! Thank you so much for the freaking 12 months. Please enjoy all of your subby perks for a whole month more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, Also, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing really well today. But yeah, that was my long story short on how I traveled a lot of blocks. Also, did I empty out my furnaces? I thought I had more iron, but um I got my slime balls. I breeded them. I hi Maroon Rose, welcome in. I hope you're doing so well. I got tadpoles, which I Oh, wait, I remember. I put them in the shulker box. Look. So speaking of shulker boxes, I have 3 now because the beautiful Angel K came to bring us a gift yesterday. Amber and I were just like casually working on the server. We get a message from Kay saying, "Do you want an elytra?" And we were like, yeah. Do you want anything in return? Like, what the heck? This is literally the kindest thing ever." She pops over. Mind you, she flew like 15,000 blocks, something like that, to get to us. So it was a long travel. She gets there. She tosses 2 shulker boxes. I pick them up, not even realizing it's a shulker box at first. Then we open it and okay, apart from the tadpoles, right? Because I put them in there. It held an elytra that was fully enchanted. It held all the rockets. It held like the chorus flower and the popped chorus fruit and the end stone and the pitcher pods and the torch flower seeds, which I actually want to try out. I don't think I know what they look like in game. And I also don't know, they sound like they light up, which would be perfect for my build. I don't know what the pitcher pods are, so we have to try that out as well. She gave us a sniffer egg. I want to have the sniffer somewhere in our like the sniffer egg is gonna the sniffer is gonna live somewhere in our fairytale forest. I don't know where yet, but it sounds like a mythical creature. There's even a dragon head. A freaking dragon head! There's a purple block, which I've also never seen, even because I've never been to the end. There's a spire armor trim. There's like literally this was the gift of the century. So Amber and I were just standing there like, but what do you mean? There were 2 shulker shells in there, so we got to make more shulker boxes. Both of us were literally like blown away. We did not know what to say. And then she's like, that purple looks so different. What can you make with purple? Is it just a stone block? But yeah, we got all the goodies. So this is I just left it in here because I don't even have enough space in my ender chest. Pretty blocks. Okay, okay. Good to know. I was thinking maybe we can use the purple block with the dragon head to make like sort of a statue. Maybe I was thinking the fountain that I want to build, like the mystical fountain. You can. I don't trust you, Thomas. Why do I not? I know what happens when you eat chorus fruit. Don't you teleport? Something happens when you eat chorus fruit. It's not just something that you eat. Yes, of course you'll. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Maybe. See, I knew. You just tried to trick me. I've watched more than enough Hermitcraft. Actually, the whole reason I know this is because Impulse used it to get into his base for a while. But yeah, let me take you guys. Hold on. Actually, I'm alone on the server. We're gonna sleep because you guys have to see the build by daylight. She's a sweat now. Well, I wouldn't call myself a sweat. I've just consumed a ridiculous amount of Minecraft content. That's also why I feel like as soon as I started flying with the Elytra, it felt quite natural. Not because I had done it, but because I'd seen a lot of people do it. Chorus Chaos? Oh, it might have been. Yeah, I think that, but that was one of the earlier seasons because I think I've heard of it, but I don't think I've ever. Okay, guys, we're gonna take the entrance, the employee entrance, but you might have to close your eyes if you don't want to get any spoilers, because I'm gonna walk through a big part that I built. So if you don't want any spoilers, close your eyes now. I'll tell you when you can open them when we have like a good view spot. If you don't care about spoilers, you can not close your eyes. Hermitcraft is a server by a bunch of Minecraft creators that all love to push the boundaries of the game. It's a really amazing group of Minecrafters, basically. Okay, so you guys can open your eyes. You're safe now. So remember how we made this, right? This is like Snow White's build. I added some mushrooms. This was the first detail that you guys haven't seen yet, I think. I added mushrooms all around. We have brown mushrooms and we have red mushrooms. Then, something that I did over the weekend. I actually did it, guys. I built my very first custom tree. And I wanted it to look like really ancient and overgrown. The only thing I still want to do is I want to make a banner with a face on it. I built this freehand. First try. I don't want to brag, but like I'm going to brag a little bit because I was actually kind of surprised with myself. Like, I've never built a custom tree before. And there's like the roots and everything in the floor. And then over here, I'm going to add like a banner, a brown banner with a face on it. So it looks like the tree has a face. And then it's like the talking tree from Efteling. The one that tells the stories. Like, this is the holder of all the mystical fairy tales. And then this is our carousel. And I ended up settling. Wait, can I jump on here? I ended up settling for like every quarter basically has a different roof piece. So from the other sides, you'll see other colors. From the top, it looks really fun, actually. Hold on. Look. Looks like a little pie. And the chairs are actually hanging vines with floating moss chairs. Didn't rain at all, Slay. Look. And there you can see the fine. Stupid fucking vines. I hate the vines. I'm gonna have to get rid of the vines. Triz! Stop! Thank you so much for the 100 biddies and the kind words. I appreciate that. What the heck? That is so sweet. But yeah, basically this part is now done. I've added like the flowers and the trees and the grass and everything. I've added it back so that this part now feels like really overgrown. And we have the paths that like connect the big tree. For anyone, if you hadn't seen it yet, I'll show you the mines as well. But they look cool. I like them, but I feel like they might be a bit too much, but I'll think about it. But these are the mines. Something that I want to do today. It's like a very small, silly thing. Rosalia, thank you so much for the 50 biddies and the big dancing lemon in chat. Something I want to do today is I downloaded a mod that was allowed, by the way. I checked with the server admins to get invisible item frames. So basically what we need to do is we need to get this item frame and then combine it with a glass pane or a piece of glass, and then it turns invisible, and then we can actually hang these just on the wall without seeing the item frame. So I want to fix that to begin with, I think. Because I think that's going to be a really simple, easy reward task to start with today. Also, this is where we can go to the tunnel that leads to Amber, by the way. And maybe now that we're here, if I'm talking about like kind of finishing some builds, I might also quickly figure out how to do the banner. Yes, the mines with Amber's texture looked really good. I like that as well. But yeah, this is the bridge that I've built. I might actually add some flowers on top because I've added moss, so I think that would look really cute. But this is the bridge I've built, and this is now where we're gonna continue. And I was actually thinking, because this is gonna be a pretty big build. This square, I think I want to work on maybe on Wednesday, because this is where we're gonna do the lemon build and the chicken stand and the and like some sort of like a picnic area or something. This is called like food plaza. But we're gonna need yellow concrete for it, which is gonna be a bit of a grind. So I don't want to do that today. So I think what I actually want to work on today is this tower over here, which is Sleeping Beauty's tower. So it's going to basically just be like a witchy tower, or like a fantasy cottagecore tower, which is going to go up. I was thinking of doing I don't know, maybe either brick or granite. We're going to have to do a little palette again when we're back at the storage room. We're going to go quite far up, and then at the top we're going to do a roof with amethyst. So like a purple roof, I was thinking. And then we're just going to detail it, add some windows, stuff like that. And then either in front, or I was thinking, this is, by the way, this is the back of the tower. So the front of the tower is going to be here, because this is where the pathway is going to go back to the food square. So like the pathway is going to walk you through the forest. This is going to be the front. So this is where the door is going to be. And then I was thinking maybe like in front here, we can try to, with some wood, make a spinning wheel. And then use the invisible item frames to add like string and stuff around it. So it kind of looks like someone was spinning wool. Because I feel like otherwise it's just going to be a tower. But if we add the spinny wheel, it feels like it might be actually Sleeping Beauty's tower. Because we're going to build a second tower. I believe somewhere back here. I think they're both on the same side of the park. Yeah, Rapunzel's tower is going to be over here. So they're actually quite in the similar line. Also, Nuki, hi, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. So the two towers are actually in a very similar line. And over here, this is going to be our frog pond. And when I was in the swamp yesterday, I got a bunch of roots. I got a bunch of mud, sorry. I got a bunch of mud. I got a bunch of lily pads. So this, I know that it's marked a circle, but it's going to basically just be this entire part. It's going to be the frog pond. That is, I think, also a build that shouldn't take too long to actually finish. But I think if we have Rapunzel's tower here, and we actually, maybe those are too close together. If we have two towers in the same line of sight, I might move that one. That is Mother Hold as well. I might actually move Rapunzel's tower here and like flip them. Then this would be, I think that might be better. Because otherwise you're going to have two towers in the same line of sight, and I think that's going to block each other. I don't know how I didn't realize this before. And we have enough space here to build a big tower as well. No, crap, I copied this sign now. I'll just type it. Just cooked dinner. Nice. What are you having for dinner today? Okay, but let's go back to the storage room now that you guys have seen what I've worked on. And also this is going to be the magic fountain. I was thinking this is probably where we can use the dragon head with the purple block at the top and then have like water kind of coming down from it. This is going to be the pumpkin farm with the carriage. Ooh, creamy tomato pasta. That sounds really good. I also probably need to bring some buckets because with my dirt bridge, I fucked up the water. So I think I have to fix that quickly. So the things we're getting is I might actually take some things from here. Wait. So that I can clean up some things because I have worked here a lot and I've basically dumped a lot of my shit in here. Ooh, garlic chicken stir fry sounds good though. Okay, this can stay here because this is all the stuff that I'm using to actually make the pathing. These are just flowers that I'm using. Actually, you know what? I think I cleaned up nicely after myself because those are all things that I'll be using for the foreseeable future. I also still need to finish that path. You know what? Shall we make a to-do list? Note. Add. First. So we're gonna start with invis frames. Then we're gonna note add first. No. Last. Hi, Stormcrow. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Then we're gonna do bucket. No, then we're gonna make color combo for tower. Note add last pack supplies. It was in the tents. Wait, what? I'm confused, Teak. Also, Joey, welcome in. And then we're gonna bring buckets to fix the water. I want us to do that. Then we're gonna node add last fix paths. These are all the things I want to do before we get started with actually building the tower. They're not all really big tasks. It's just like little things that I have to fix. Intense. Oh, thank you. I see what you did there. That took a while. Okay. Let's go gather supplies. I think a lot of these things shouldn't take a long time, but it's just nice to have a little list because it will prevent me from having to walk back and forth multiple times, probably. Let's put that there. I do actually have a lot of junk from my previous build in this shulker box still, but some of these things I think we can still take back. But let's just clean this out as well. Not like as in let's see what we need to take with us and the other things we need to sort of clean up. Let's get some glass. And let's make some Okay, so it is a mod that I have. And I don't think it works. Which might be because the server owner needs to give me permission. Or wait, maybe I need to activate it or something. Let's go in options. Where is my mods? That's what I wanted. What mod is it? Invis item frame. I'm gonna quickly check. Um. This needs to go into the world save. Yeah, I was already afraid of that. I'm gonna have to ask them to add it to the actual world, like to the actual server. Otherwise, it doesn't work. Because it will basically be enabled for the entire server. I thought that already. I asked them about it, and they were like, "No, it's a client-side thing. You can just do it." And I was like, "No, I don't think it's a client-side thing. It's a data pack. Data packs are rarely well, they do exist client-side. It's a quick thing to add, true. True, true, true. But then I'm gonna have to ask them to do that. Um, then we're gonna have to take this back. Haha. I see what you did there, Rosalia. I see what you did there. Okay, but then no, remove uh 0. We've done that. Let's figure out the color combination for the tower because I'm very tempted to use granite because I love granite. I specifically love polished granite for this. And then maybe we can like combine it with normal granite. Like I feel like those two blocks are just giving our always server side. True. Yeah. I was wondering if it was always, but actually that makes a lot of sense. And then I guess I would use it's giving old French town. Yeah, I feel like that kind of is the vibe. Actually, that is exactly the block that I wanted to add to this, but like a darker. Actually, do I want to use the strip version? Or do I just want to go all out and use the then we're definitely going to have to get more spruce, by the way. I might actually like the unstripped. Yeah, Rapunzel's tower. Let me actually look up a reference picture. Actually, Rapunzel's tower is more like white. Um, oh, with kind of you know what we could do instead of go for a we're definitely adding purple, but in the roof. So the roof's gonna get purple. Um, so this is the picture that I just found. So I think if we use the brick that I just had, like the 2 bricks for the bottom, and then we kind of mix it in like this, and then we go for white, and then we also add like sort of this, like the rounder, bigger part at the top, and then the purple roof. I think that's actually perfect. I think I just complete like I have a vision for this build now. What brand is your water bottle? This is a Stanley cup. The Stanley is the original owner of this design. At this point, you can also get a lot of knockoffs that are a lot cheaper because Stanley is quite expensive, but the quality of Stanley is good. Like I've had this cup for 2 years now, and there's literally no sign of wear and tear at all, and I use it every single day. Okay, I feel like I have a vision. But then I will need the wood actually for like the top room. But then I might like the spruced version this version better still because I think it blends in a little bit more. Our biggest challenge here is going to be the white block. Oh, you guys don't see my game again. Sorry. Sorry. It is dishwasher safe. Um so at this point, we have calcite. But hi, Nymphleora. It's so good to see you. I hope you're doing well. The shell challenge went really well. I'm very happy with what we made. I'm very happy with how it turned out. Um, oh my god, Wormy! No! Imagine if I referred to an LA as dishwasher safe. Oh, besties. Stella, Aurora, you guys don't go into dishwasher. no! You are my babies. I'm scared to unleash them, by the way. Even though I don't think they would actually go anywhere, but I'm just scared. Shower time! Aren't they the cutest? Oh, that's so cute, Rosalia. Oh, I love the name Stella. Clearly need to get some extra sleep. It is good to see you, though. I hope you're doing well. And thank you for the follow just now. I appreciate that. Okay, but I think I have enough calcite. Although, might be a bit optimistic with 3 stacks and a bit. But I do think that is still our best option for a white block. Because the other option is concrete. And concrete is like 100% white. So it's like very stark. Like what we just used in our build for the lighthouse, and I don't think that fits old tower. And this has like a very subtle texture to it, which means that I think that this one is still the best one. The small risk is that we're gonna have to go and find and destroy another geode. I know of one, which is really close to my house. Pale oak, we could, but the thing is, with the tower, the point is that it's actually a white tower where sort of the plaster is breaking off and therefore there's exposed brick. Pale oak has a very distinct wood texture, which I don't think I like for this. The TikTok sound. I don't even know what the TikTok sound is. Oh, the stripped log. Ooh, actually, hold on. That is an interesting thought. Okay. What do you guys think? Instead of using calcite. Because the thing is, for Snow White's house, we also used calcite. So I can imagine that it might actually be nice to use a different texture. Just because otherwise it's going to feel repetitive. And pale oak is also a quite easily regenerated source because we have a lot of pale oak saplings. We could mix them together for texturing. Yeah, absolutely. Then I would primarily use the pale oak. And then I would just use the calcite for texturing. I can see that work, especially because we also have 2 versions of the granite. And then we'll use the wood, and then let me get... Because the thing is, for amethyst, I think I have enough blocks. Oh, I like that. Yay, you were useful. You were. Also, hi. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. That is good. I like that palette a lot. I think that's going to work really nicely. I think this is going to look super cute. Yeah. And then we can do like a chimney as well and like the little bump out tower. I think that would be cute. Okay, so that is a shulker box that I need to sort of empty out. So let's bring all of the calcite that I have. Let's bring a bunch of amethyst. Let's bring... We definitely need spruce. Okay, we're gonna have to chop some spruce. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Let's see. I do have some pale oak. We're gonna have to strip it, though. Which we can do while we're building, but I might as well, if we're chopping some wood, I might as well just quickly chop some more. I don't think we have any big spruce trees growing right now. No, so I'm gonna have to plant those. We have a bunch of saplings, though. I'll just grow some bigger ones. I'll also grow some more pale oak. So let me take the saplings to go. Other than this granite, I did clear out a lot of granite below my house the other day, so we have a bunch. I also have a stone cutter at the building site. So we should be able to cut it into this one quite easily without losing a lot of resources. Oh, hey, Sid is back. I didn't even realize this. Okay, let's also take this with us so we can potentially um set things up again. Is this my... Can you mine amethyst with a... Yes, you can, with a non-silk pickaxe. I wasn't sure. Silk touch, I mean. Um, okay. I'm just gonna place this back on the wall because I cannot make the invisible item frames just yet. So we're gonna go and we're gonna pack a bunch. Okay, so we... Uh, I remember what I forgot to add to my to-do list just now. I wanted to figure out how to make the banner with the face. Yes, of course, Esther. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great rest of your time zone. Okay, so I want to bring the glowberries. I want to bring this. I want to bring this because I basically will probably use that again. Um, I don't think I want to use any of my stone for this build. Although I kind of want to bring this because I'm going to need this for the paths. Um, I think. Yeah, I need all of that. Not that. I need that to be able to make paths. I can clean out my orange wool. I can clean out my grass blocks. Although, grass might be smart to take, actually, so that I can terraform a bit. Um, I can bring the brown mushroom blocks and put them there. I can clean out all of this spruce stuff. I do not need to take that with me. We can take the dirt with us. We can take the moss carpet, I guess, because I also need it for the paths. Let's add all of this because we need to add it back. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, let's clean out our sheet. I love how such a big part of Minecraft is literally just cleaning up after yourself. I might take those so we can do planter boxes. I think that might actually be really cute. Let's add those in here. Yeah, I was gonna clean all of that up. Stone. That can go in there. That can go in there. That is true. It is more fun in Minecraft than it is in IRL. I will agree with you on that one. Birchwood can go in there. If I have bone meal, it would actually be really nice. I do, but I want to make some more. And Amber figured out you can put the roots from the, you know, the mangrove roots. You can put them in the composter thingy as well. I might keep 7 to decorate the pond later with. I'll keep the muddy ones, to be honest. I don't like the dry ones, and we'll probably get more of them anyways. I'm pretty sure I'm never going to use spruce leaves because they are too dark. The same go for jungle leaves, dark oak leaves, pale oak leaves. I think mangrove leaves, because we can put all of that in a composter and then we can get bone meal. Yay! Let's go, Lena! Imagine you could have an auto sorter in real life. I'd be so down for that. Also, Pepsi, wow, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. I don't understand your question. I'm sorry. Okay. Bring buckets. See, this is why I make a list, because I would have absolutely forgotten those. I think the problem is that all of my buckets are, in fact, in use for tadpoles. I don't think I have any buckets. You're asking me how tall I am. That's your first question. That's a weird question to ask as a first-time chat. You love the backlog. Isn't it nice? Let's see. So something that I wanted to do. Where did I leave my banners? Did I add the... I did add them in here. Sometimes I actually know where I put things. So I have never ever made a banner, like a pattern on it. I just know that you need loom, so we're gonna need string and planks. Um, mm, where is my string? I've never made a loom before either. I just know that you need it. So let's get that. And we're gonna place our loom. And then you have your banner. You have, I guess, your die and something. I don't know what this is. It also doesn't really clearly tell you. What? Angel Eyes? Someone said that? That is wild. Oh, people. Like, the thing is, we've talked about this before on stream. It's not like I would never ever tell you how tall I am. Like, I'm against people knowing my height, but it's just a really weird question to start your chat with. Like, I don't know. It's like really not the vibe. It doesn't pass the vibe check at all. And then, like, obviously, I don't want to assume gender based on, like, you know, usernames and stuff. Also, I couldn't scroll in chat. That was weird. But if your name is Pepsi Guy Person, you know, I'm assuming something, and that doesn't make it better, you know. Doesn't make it better. Okay, quick question. Or not question. I'm just gonna Google it. How to use Loom in Minecraft? Place the loom, select the loom in your hotbar, open the loom, blah, 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 add the banner, the die, and the banner pattern. Okay. Adding a pattern is optional. Okay. How does one get a pattern? Abort your intent. Sid! Hello? Hi! Hello, hello. How was your stream? It is good to see you. Everyone from my side, if you're not following Sydney, what are you doing? Go fix that right now. One of the lovely, lovely hosts of GIRLYPOP. Literally, you have made me fall in love with Minecraft. Thank you so much for hosting the server. Thank you so much for starting this project. I know it's like your little baby together with Bobby Mac, and it's thank you for including me in it. I'm having so much fun. And I'm like meeting so many amazing people through it. So thank you. I really appreciate it. um, but yeah, anyone from my side, Sydney is absolutely wonderful. Also plays a lot of Minecraft, also does a bunch of other games, and is altogether has just really good vibes. So if you enjoy it over here, I am like 1000% sure that you're gonna enjoy her streams as well. So please make sure to drop your bum on that follow button. And for everyone who's new here, welcome in. I hope all of you are doing absolutely amazing. My name is Rosanna, or Ro. I use she, her pronouns. And on this channel, we do a bunch of different things. And actually, I think it's smarter if I show you my raid video because that has a way better introduction than I could do with words. Also, my shell challenge did go so well. I am honestly a little bit impressed with myself. Like, I had a vision and I made it happen exactly in an hour. And I think if I had like 2 hours, probably, yes, I would have changed things. But I finished all the things I wanted to do and it was really fun. I literally told my chat, I was like, I want to do shell challenges like this more often because I really like this way of playing Minecraft. Like, it sort of takes like creative mode in Minecraft, which sometimes can feel easy, big air quotes, because you can still you obviously make ginormous builds and make it really difficult, but like with the added time challenge and it being a shell, it sort of adds back a part of like more difficulty to the building. So you don't have to do the grind, but you still have to come up with something creative, which I feel like part of the grind is coming up with which building blocks you want to use to figure out which resource grinds you want to do. So yeah, I had a really good time. I'm definitely going to do it more often. So thank you for getting me into that as well. And I cannot wait to see what everyone made. Only one person had done her shell. Only Charlie had done her shell when I made mine. So I have seen Charlie's ones and mine, and that's it. But yeah, thank you so much for coming over. I'm going to show you guys my raid video. Like I said, it's a 1-minute introduction to me and my streams and my community. Also, thank you for the follows all just now. I really appreciate that. And I'll see you on the other end of the minute, okay? Welcome in. My name is Rosanna, and online I go by Rosannatxt because I'm quite the chatterbox and I have a lot of text. See what I did there? I'm a full-time creator and Twitch ambassador, and on my channel we do gaming. Wait. I leave my Sims unattended for 2 minutes. They are mother and daughter. They are mother and daughter. Co-working. We're gonna ace our work. We're gonna wrap up the day. We got this. I'm very proud of you for being here. And a sprinkle of IRL.
It's just me and my bestie hanging out, you know, chat. Me and my bestie.
I'm from the Netherlands, and I live with my partner and my 2 cats named Toot and Soos. Did you just try to eat the creeper? I'm neurospicy, chronically ill, and some days I seriously wonder if I should be allowed on the internet with a camera and microphone. She is doing the partner pussy. I didn't mean to say partner pussy. Let me tell you, lube does wonders. It's like more slippery than soap. And yes, I have actually used it. I have been to that point. I love to use my platform to raise money for charity, and my community is champion of coming up with silly incentives and goals.
I'm a lemon! Wow! I'm gonna find a spot that's not too dusty. Ew, that one's even saltier. I'll feed you mayo. Chat, don't worry.
I never realized that you don't chew on mayo.
Our community is named the Jungle of Planties, a space where everyone is unique and yet we grow and thrive together. And you are more than welcome to hang out with us. But don't forget to stretch, take a sip, and take some time away from the screen. Because like we always say here, self-care is very sexy. That was the raid video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much again for the raid. Like I said in the video, if you need to go raid and run, raid and rest, practice some self-care. Please make sure to do that. Sorry if you guys are getting stuck in ads. No! That is the worst timing. Oh no. Oh no. Well, you guys, I will wait with the rest of my introduction. And stuff. In the meantime, I am gonna try to figure out how to make a face with the creeper banner pattern. How does one make a creeper banner pattern? How do I make this? Honestly, that's kind of perfect. You need a creeper head. How do I get a creeper head? How do I... Good luck? You need to have a charged creeper explode near another creeper. Probably get a creeper head from a creeper. No way. Also, Zeographic, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Okay, so that's not an option. Let's be real. Okay, so thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So adding a face to a banner might have been a little bit more complicated than I thought. Because what I'm seeing is we can still add patterns. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate that. Thank you for letting me know. I'm glad the ads are over. We just went back into game. We are prepping for another build today. I just gathered some resources. We just came up with like a plan. And then I realized I wanted to make banners with faces on them because I need it for a build. And now I'm realizing that it's actually really difficult to make banners with faces. And I'm realizing that maybe I don't want to do this. And I do maybe want to add banners, but I might actually add banners with flowers on them. Because I think that still is giving like mystical tree vibes, but just not with a face. You can't you can't draw something yourself. Um, and we need paper. Uh, there's so many steps to this. But I feel like it's fun to try because I've never done this before. So I feel like in a way it's kind of nice to try this out now because I've never had the need to do this. Do I need... Wait. Pattern. Paper and vines. Paper and... Oh, you need an oxidized daisy. It only works with oxidized daisies. Well, okay. That's fine, I guess. We have those as well. Okay, now we can make a flower charge banner pattern. And then we go in here. We need dye. Hold on. I would prefer to keep the banner brown, to be honest. But then I need brown dye. Oh my god, this project is turning into way more than I ever thought brown dye is made with cocoa beans. I didn't know that, actually. And I think I took those at one point from the jungle. But that was like first stream. Oh my god. All of my crazy organizing is good for something now, huh, chat? I literally have cocoa beans from my very first stream on GIRLYPOP, which is like 1.5 months ago, and I actually knew where to find it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of impressed with myself on that one. Okay. But why can I not click it now? Is it because I'm keeping it the same color? Because if I... Oh no, if I get it now, it says that it... Okay, let's try that out. That didn't change anything! Oh, that's probably because I added a brown flower. I do not want to talk about it. Can I add it? Can I make white dye without using my bone meal? What else can we make white dye with? Oh, I actually know this as well. Lilies of the Valley, because that's why I took them. White dye. Let's try this. No, okay, so we can use it multiple times. That is good. Okay, that is nice. You only have to make it once. White dye row. Okay, that works. Hold on. Banner. Pattern. White dye. Flower. That's gonna be really pretty if we hang that on the tree. Like, it's not a face, but I feel like it's still giving, like, mystery and mystical. We can make multiple banners if we wanted to. Or maybe we can have this icon sort of show up in multiple... Rude! In multiple places. Like, maybe also at our entrance gate. Because that, like, fairytale tree, that, like that tree is sort of the ancient holder of stories. What I'm gonna do, but this is gonna be one of the last steps because it's gonna require a lot of resources, and I probably will grind it out at the end. I'm gonna get lecterns with a book on it, with like a book and a quill. So that if you arrive at a specific fairy tale, you can open the book and it will tell you a part, like a little excerpt of the story that you're seeing depicted. for the fairy tale tree, I'm gonna basically talk about how it's the holder of all the stories, like how it's the keeper, the safekeeper of all the fairy tales in the forest. So I think if we just have the banners, that should be enough. Um, okay, so then I think we're gonna do our little grindy grind to get some of the wood that we need. Um, let's put our banners and this. Oh, I have more paper here apparently. Okay, let's put that over there. We can take this with us and we can hang it up. Um, so expensive, but worth it. Uh, wait, you mean the lavender oil is expensive? It's like you're exactly. It's like you're reading the stories. That's also I love that you think I'm smart, but that's definitely not my thought. That was very much that's very much stolen from the actual oh, I reloaded my reshaders. That's very much stolen from the actual place in the Netherlands, like definitely. Oh, the lectern and books. Yeah, it's very expensive. Okay, let's actually get some of the trees that we need. Let's start with making some more bone meal because we're gonna need some bone meal if we want to get trees faster. And at this point, getting bone meal is gonna be the bane of my existence. You guys have no idea how many times yesterday I made bone meal. There we go. And I put the rest of my bone meal away, I guess. So we're gonna take this for now, and then we're gonna leave that as it's going. No one needs to know. Yes, no, actually, I'm really smart. Also, these ugly motherfuckers actually give us really beautiful wood. So the trees are ugly, but it's worth growing them. But these are the trees we need right now. We need pale oak and spruce. So let's just do a little choppy chop. Yay. I like trees that I like trees. Nothing else. That's it. That's my whole story. I like trees. No, I like the trees that grow with like the thicker stems like this, like the fours. Also the spruce. Because I really like chopping these because it's so convenient. I despise chopping cherry trees. Like the wood is so pretty. I think I despise mangrove more though. Now that I did that yesterday, I realized that mangrove is also very annoying. Um, but like the trees that grow like this are just so satisfying to chop. Oh, satisfying to chop, but still fucked up. I like turtles. No, literally, it sounded like that. I like trees. To be honest, okay, I'm gonna tell you a funny baby Rose story. This is a little bit of Rose lore. As a kid, there was one thing that I really enjoyed. It wasn't poetry. It wasn't language or anything. It was stunning people with my ability to talk like a grown up when I was just a child, basically. As I've told you guys before, I was able to speak full sentences when I was only 1.5 years old. So as I was growing up, like my skill for language was pretty advanced compared to a lot of people my age. So my parents working in the library, we quite often were asked or through school or something to participate in like little competitions, like drawing competitions or writing competitions or something. And there was this one time where in primary school, they had a like a poetry competition, which I believe was held for the National Writing Week, for all the Dutchies Boekenweek. And they asked like a bunch of primary school kids to write a poem that then the winner would be able to read out loud during the opening ceremony of this like celebratory week. I was not particularly interested in writing very beautiful poetry. What I did want to do, however, was win the competition simply by stunning everyone that a child wrote that specific poem. So what I did, I literally, I remember this vividly. I took like a little moment for myself to sort of like study some poems and study some things from writers and stuff, and like tried to study their cadence of speaking and writing and the word choice and stuff like that. And then I ended up writing a poem that was called "I Wish I Was a Tree," um, which was like quite a long poem actually, which followed the perfect poem structure. Like obviously there's multiple structures. I don't remember which one I used to be honest, but I remember studying, like I asked my teachers like, what are different poem structures? And she taught me and I was like, okay, I picked one and then I followed it to the T. And it was a poem that was called I Wish I Was a Tree. And it was basically about how trees can root and therefore feel very deeply. And at the same time, they can grow very tall so they can basically see everything and have like a good overview. And it was like a very deep poem about how trees are actually the perfect form of life because they can both be in the sky and in the earth. They have a very long life, a very meaningful life, and like this very deep poem, very philosophical about I wish I was a tree. Um, and I ended up winning the competition, and people were so stunned that I had written that as a child. They were like, wow, this is so deep and meaningful. And the funny thing was that I never realized that the whole point of poetry is that you actually like sort of give an artistic expression to certain inside feelings, which was the funny thing. I had no intention of being actually poetic, but because I was a kid and I was like thinking about these profound things of the meaning of life and I was trying to word that through being a tree, it turned into a really good piece of poetry, but my intentions were completely wrong. So yeah, when I just said I like trees, I think I actually did like trees as a kid. But it's so silly. Like looking back, I'm like, oh, Ro, you were such a silly kid. I mean, I'm still a silly kid, but like I was actually a silly kid, you know. But then I got to read it out loud um at the actual celebration. Also, I'm going to plant a bunch more pale oak. Oh, well, that won't grow. Okay. I'll keep those then. Um Okay, so now we're gonna have to grow some spruce, and I put that in the shulker box. So let's get, and the spruce I'm actually going to have to bone meal because we're gonna need that a bit quicker than just having them grow now. And I might actually uh because this is already podzol, so I don't want to ruin more ground, but then I'm gonna have to chop down the mangrove. Ugh. Am I really gonna do that? I think I am. Not excited about it, but it's gonna be worth it. We'll get really pretty wood out of it. Because honestly, mangrove is like, it is really sucky to chop, but it is genuinely one of the prettiest woods in the game, in my opinion. So, I actually wanted to get it way earlier. I would have loved to build the barn out of mangrove, but at the time, I didn't have an elytra, so couldn't really go and just get it. See, this is what I mean. It's impossible to actually find all the little pieces, because now I'm like, there is one more piece of wood somewhere. There. Come on. Oh, you've got to be kidding me, for fuck's sake. Was that not it? Oh, come on. Oh, it's over there. I see it. Still? There we go. That was it. No, it wasn't. That broke so much, but not everything. I mean, we can pick up all of these leaves and throw them in the bone meal machine again, so it's not even that bad, but I'm starting to doubt my decision. I'm starting to fear that I don't care anymore about creating more podzol. There we go. Nope. Oh, you At this point, it's just It's just taunting me. There we go. And now all we have to do is just take down the stupid roots, which we can also put in the bone meal machine. I have to see it like that. I just have to see it like this is us making space for spruce and at the same time creating more bone meal. I have to see it from the bright side. And we're also getting a bunch more propagules, so that's also good. It is getting dark, and that's slightly annoying. Let me hold my torches so I can actually see something. Okay, let's chop this. Yay! That one was a lot easier. That one was also a lot smaller, so. Whee! Okay, shall I take that one down as well? That is another big one, so that might take a while. Yes, of course. Good night. Thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Okay. It's bone meal, Ro. It's bone meal. You don't like this, but it's bone meal. It's gonna be worth it. Hi, Mimbim. Okay, we're getting so many propagules from this, though, so it's gonna be worth it. We can plant more. We can make bone meal. Everyone's gonna be happy for it. Apart from... It's a little bit of choppy chop time, yeah. I'm actually trying to make space for other trees. But the other trees that I want to grow, if you plant them in the way that I want to plant them, they actually change the ground into this ugly brown podzol. So I want to preferably plant them over here again so that I don't have to, like, ruin more space on the floor around our base because I think that will look ugly. But in the process, I'm, like, trying to chop down these trees, but these trees take a lot of patience because they have a lot of hidden... Is it because... Oh my god. It was literally getting stuck because it was attached to the wood that I was standing on. I don't want to talk about it. That was very stupid. Also, hi, Dub Dub. How was work today? I hope that work was good. Okay, let's get a bunch of these big trees growing. I think we can actually get a bunch next to each other, and then we can do a big chopping session. Come on. Okay. Okay, I actually don't know if that worked. That might have not worked. I actually don't know if you bone meal just one, if it will actually grow into one of the ginormous ones. It seems like it's not growing, probably because of these leaves, to be honest. I ran out of bone meal, and that I don't think that's one of the ginormous ones. Or it might be. No, it actually is. Oh, slay. Okay, well, at least that is good then. My bone meal was not for nothing. But I guess it's better to not grow them right next to each other then. Ooh, thank you. Streaming's been good. We worked really hard on the shell challenge today. And, I then started working on the next build, although haven't really built anything because, as always in Minecraft, actually, so far, I was doing pretty good, but, I got to a point where I ran out of a couple of resources. So I desperately had to do some resource grinding. So now I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna go back to the bone meal machine, get more bone meal, um, grow more trees, chop more wood, and then we have some resources. And then I have my shulker boxes ready with all of my supplies. And then we're gonna try to do some building. Okay. 10 bone meal. All of that I just did. All of the leaves that I just put in there was 10 bone meal. Okay. That's not very promising. Okay. It feels like such a waste to get rid of the ones that I've already bone mealed, but I think they're blocking each other if I place them like this, so I think it's not worth it. Please grow. Come on. Yeah! This is what I wanted all this time. Thank you. Come on. Oh, hi! How about no? Ew. Why would a man be there? You as well? Have you not heard of manners? That is not your boat, sir. And then you hit me? Well, I hit you back and you die. Asshole. There's another one over there. I see you. I see you. Slowly trying to fight your way up. Ugh. Big bad guy. Hmm? You're walking into my house, you know that, right? There you go. Goodbye. No, Amber's friends are safely in the boat over at Amber's base. Don't worry. I don't kill Amber's boyfriends. But those guys are okay. Those guys are chilling in boats that belong to them. This guy just stole one of our boats. This is like a vague cousin of her boyfriend's, you know, the one that no one likes. Maybe even one of the weird uncles that you try to not talk to on family birthdays. That one. Okay, I guess with this amount of spruce wood, we can make a start, and then I'll just plant a bunch of these, and then they can grow on their own without bone mealing them. You have literally got somewhere. No, I got good tools. I got comfortable, because I have really good diamond armor, and because I have good weapons. So I'm no longer afraid because I no longer die every single time I encounter one zombie. Early game Minecraft, a little guy like that would have killed me. Okay. That did give us like a good amount of spruce wood, I think. Yeah, and we still have some in our shulker box as well. So I think with this we'll get quite far. I used so much of my spruce wood because I did the big custom tree. Like that used literally every last bit of my spruce wood. Because I had so much. I had like 8 or 9 stacks of spruce wood. It was actually crazy. Okay, let's plant a couple of these bad boy combos. There we go. I see that we have another one of our pale oak grew, but I think I have enough, so I might just leave that for now. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Let's quickly toss everything we don't need and then go back to our base. Because we actually picked up a bunch of things we don't need. We have a bunch of propagules. That's actually very nice, though. Hold on. Let's actually put the supplies that we do need in here so I don't accidentally throw them out. And then I need to gather some buckets because I need to fix the stupid water situation still. Okay, I'm gonna toss all of that out. Mangrove log is just gonna go in here. At this point, I have more than 1 stack of mangrove. Also, hi, Robin. It's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. My first few days in Minecraft, a friend told me that a bed was safe. It was not. We're surrounded by zombies. Oh, yeah. No. You have to, like, if you go into a bed, you have to build a house around it. Or go to sleep immediately as it gets dark, because then no mobs can spawn. But, obviously, that sometimes it's too late for that, you know? It's not a sub SMP. No, it's a creator SMP. So I'm playing with other creators. Also, Patty, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, we can actually throw that out later because I'm definitely not gonna need that. More mossy carpet. This can go here. I'm gonna have to get some of my iron. I feel like I would love to play Minecraft on a place where I can actually have an iron farm because at this point I'm so done with feeling like iron is one of my most like at this point iron feel more valuable than diamonds because diamonds are valuable, but you don't need as many of your diamonds. Like I need iron a lot for all of the building that I'm doing, you know? Um very long time ago. It is kind of funny though. I remember I had I was talking to friends of mine about Minecraft and I told them like, "Oh yeah, this and this blah blah." And they were like, "Yeah, I keep getting I hate Minecraft. I keep dying at night." And I'm like, "You know, you can just sleep." And they're like, "What?" They just didn't know. Um okay, I have my bucket. So note, remove 0. And then we have to fix the pathways. Um which is also it's like a very small fix, but I was just annoyed that I have not actually done that yet. And every single time we pass by the bee farm, I get all the honey. It's just a routine at this point. Uh, look, after all this time, I have almost a stack of honey blocks. And I've already decided for what I'm going to use the honey blocks. Do you know we're going to build like Hansel and Gretel's house? That house is going to basically, I was thinking we could go white, pink, honey roof, and then we can add like cookies and pies and everything everywhere. Like it's gonna be like dripping sweet. You can it's a mod to be able to write notes for yourself. Um okay, we need to fix the pathing over here. Where I have the stones and all the supplies over here. Oh shit. Okay, now I have to fix that pathing as well. Um there we go. Like when I said it was a quick fix, I wasn't joking. I literally just needed to do that. I don't know if I have any. I do have moss carpet in here. There we go. Fixed it. Pathway is done. It was literally that easy. And then I wanted to add these banners on the tree. Now it kind of still looks like it has eyes. That is legit so funny. It still looks like it has eyes, and then that's a nose. I'm not gonna lie, that turned out way funnier than I anticipated. Hold on. I just had an idea. Bear with me. I gave it a face. Because now it has a mouth. Hey, I mean, it's Minecraft, okay? We have to get a little bit creative here. It's Sprookjesboom. Exactly. It's kind of giving Zelda with the eyes. I can see what you mean. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even mad. I think this actually looks kind of cool. What if I give it, like, eyebrows? Yep, it needed eyebrows. I actually think that looks way better. Okay, we fixed the face. Definitely a different way than I anticipated, but I feel like the face is now even like more into the tree, which I like even more than having it as a banner, I think. It is giving Zelda. No, absolutely. The eyes are 100% giving Zelda. Yeah, that's because Tub Tub said it. I realized, hold on, do I still have... I think I might have cleaned that out. But we have some spruce wood with us, so we might as well just do that. Hold on. 'Cause I think maybe the mouth or the nose would work better if it's wait, I don't have... I need to get this. I have this spruce in here. I need to get a couple of planks, get more planks, get stairs. That's what I wanted. Also, Banana Free, welcome in. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This is actually the main build that we're working on. So our base area is back where we just were earlier, which is where our storage room is. I don't know if you saw that when... I don't know when you came in exactly. But the challenge for this server... That's not what I wanted to place there. The challenge for this server is to build a theme park. And I am building a theme park that is inspired by a Dutch theme park called the Efteling. I do like that a bit more. I feel like now it's a little bit more integrated as a total. The idea is that we're building a theme park, like I said, based on Sprookjesbos in the Efteling, which is a fairytale forest where every little scenery that you see is part of a sprookje or a fairy tale. And this is Snow White's house. So this is one of Snow White's birds, and she's holding an apple because obviously, you know, Snow White eats an apple. And then if you walk from here, we have the path that actually goes to the mines, which is where I needed to fix the next thing. So actually, great timing that I show you this. Some ferns. I don't have any ferns, I think. I would have to go travel to get some. I actually... Are there ferns in Minecraft? Okay, we're gonna get the invisible item frames later. I'm gonna have to add the server admins. But these are the pickaxes for the 7 dwarves for when they go to the mines. And the tree that you just saw is the fairy tale tree. It's like the holder of all the fairy tales. This is the mines. The mines are also an entrance to a big tunnel that leads to the other side of the mountain, which is where my friend is building her base. There were a lot where you got the allays. Ah, yeah, so I'd have to travel back. Where would you add the ferns? And then we also have a carousel, which is not specific for a fairy tale, but I just feel like a carousel screams like theme park. And the carousel has floating moss chairs. And that is the bridge that leads to the other area, which is the rest of the Fairytale Forest that we very much still need to build. So we have our bridge over here. Here you can also see the carousel a bit better. The carousel has like different colors on the roof. And this is where we're going to build like a little plaza with food. There's going to be a lemonade stand in the shape of a lemon. We're going to have like a little chicken shop, and we're going to have some picnic tables. 7 little pickaxes on the ground. You mean ferns next to the big tree. That could be cute, yeah. But considering that it's quite a travel, even with my elytra, I'll think about it, but I don't think I want to make it my priority just now. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this tree because this tree is going to be in our way. Are you attached? Yeah, there's a tree next to it. I already thought that. We're going to place back trees, like, manually. But now it's no longer in the... Go away. No longer in the way of our building. I think those trees might have to go as well. Again, I'll probably add trees back around it, but I just need a little bit more space to work with for the tower. Just a tad. I know there is another tree here somewhere. There. Whee! Okay. And then we're gonna have to decide on the footprint of the tower. I actually might use this as the footprint of the tower. Like, just have it be this size. So let me plop both of my shulker boxes here. Oh, crap. You know what I need? Hold on. It's in Snow White's house. I'm gonna need my stone cutter. Such a cute concept. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. It is part of the SMP that I'm playing on. So everyone is building their own theme park on this server. And it's a build competition. So by the end, we have to submit it. And the end for me is in like 2 weeks. Less than 2 weeks. But everyone has to submit it. I'm gonna make like a little video of my submission. And then there will be a winner, and the winner will get to choose the theme for the next season. I think I'll still stream Minecraft, but there's just a bunch of things like Shell Tours in The Sims and the Mod Mansion and stuff that I want to make sure that I finish. Because I feel like because of this Minecraft server with a deadline, I have neglected a lot of other projects, which is fine. It's not like a bad thing to get really into something. But at the same time, I feel like I've also just been like really laser focused on just one thing. So I think I would like to have a bit more of a mix of things. I would love to still stream Minecraft. I just have to figure out what I want to do. But yeah, long story short, yes. I have thought about a theme, but then I realized that theme would be like such a nightmare if I actually have to build that in survival. Because I was thinking, because it's so different from the previous 2 seasons. So like previous season was actually Fairy Forest. So I'm very much leaning into previous season's theme, but I didn't participate previous season. So I feel like it's okay because I'm still doing something new for me. But I was thinking modern city. You know, because I'm a city girly. And I very rarely build modern in Minecraft, even though I know there's people that exclusively build modern. And I feel like Minecraft being such a blocky game, like it lends itself very well for modern builds. And I feel like that could be such an interesting concept because it's so different to what everyone's been doing so far. But then I realized if we want to do that, that requires concrete. If you want to like do that well, it's going to require a lot of concrete. And concrete is such a freaking painful resource to make and grind. Like it is possible, but it sucks. So I'm kind of like, Also, thank you for the stretchies. Also, I just realized we've been going for quite a while. I'll go for another 15 minutes and then I think I'm gonna go raid out. But I'm having so much fun. The last book will sure have everyone join in. Hold on, I want to see. I want to see because I don't think I saw yet. Oh my god, what are you guys doing? And why are you all wearing... What kind of head is that even? Is that horse heads? Did y'all kill a bunch of horses? I'm worried. I'm worried about the state of this community. Like, I love you guys, but also, what do you mean? Did you guys just all pull a spoofy? Okay, I'm slowly starting to mix in the other granite. Okay. I'm already running out of this granite. That's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I think we're gonna need... Oh, I have more here. Okay, but I think we're gonna need a lot more granite. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that because the granite grind is annoying. Okay, but with this, I think I can do a good layer. A good layer more. There might be the more mob heads. Yeah. If you have a mob, if you have the mod, then you can wear it. It's actually kind of funny. That would be a good way to get a creeper head. I don't know if that would work for the recipe, but out of curiosity. Okay, like I'm slowly moving into using mostly this softer granite. Okay, I'm liking that already. I like how it's a bit random. We're getting to a point, like, I have to eventually make sure that I can still get down safe. And we're gonna have to start mixing in the white as well. I think we're gonna have to make sure that, like, we, in terms of the tower, we, pick, like, some parts. We're making, Sleeping Beauties. No, this is, yeah, Sleeping Beauty. I looked up Rapunzel's tower earlier, didn't I? I did, I think. Then we're building Rapunzel's tower. I don't really mind switching them because they're two towers, so. I did look up Rapunzel's tower. Yeah, okay. So we're building Rapunzel's tower now. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Okay. I think we're slowly gonna change into doing an entire layer in this block. And then I'm gonna have to get down. I'm gonna have to get my scaffolding. Because I'm gonna need it if I look at this. Also, we're gonna eventually have to, like, go inward one because the tower sort of, like, gets a little bit more narrow if we, towards the top. Okay, I think I'm gonna jump down. Ow. Took 0 damage. Okay. Let's keep this open for now, although, actually, let's keep the other side. No. That is the wrong block, bro. Let's keep the other side open because, I just realized that's where the door is gonna be. But let's definitely add a couple more torches because I want to remove this one. There we go. Then we don't accidentally create a mob spawn, farm. And then let's go. Oh, come on. Let's go across. Roll getting close. Ooh, 8 lamp licks. And then there is a new lamp licker. Just 8. Lamp lick is, yeah, the salt lamp is not gone yet. So why would it not be a thing? Have you ever seen community lore just go away without any specific reason? I needed my scaffolding. Oh, I have bone meal here. I forgot about that. Peace got it. Peace got it. Oh, you guys are all so close, but Peace got it. Peace, congratulations on becoming the newest lamp licker in the Discord. We will assign you the special role. Let's freaking... That That was wild. You guys were all going so fast at the same time. Okay, let's actually get some of the calcite and the... we're gonna need a lot of stripped oak. And I need this to go there, and then I need my scaffolding. Okay, I went too high. Okay, so from this point, I think I want to start by, like, adding, like, a piece of white. Like, sort of a block. And then I want to also keep a part where we use granite. And then we'll do some white again. And then we'll do a piece with granite. And then we'll do some white again, but like maybe a smaller piece. And then that can be granite. This is where we're slowly going to transition and like add in the white part. And then the white's going to get more and more, and the granite's going to get less and less. And then at the top, it's all going to be white. And at one point, we're also going to narrow one block, I think. Half of the lickers are mods. Rigged. Why? Why? Do you think mods cannot be lamp lickers? Is that what you're saying? Are you discriminating? Is that what you're saying? I see. I see what you're doing there. I like the mix. I think it looks good, actually. Lamp lickers more like boot lickers. You did not just say that. That's wild. Okay, I might actually hold my axe in my offhand because that's easier for stripping. Okay, I think slowly the white can get a little bit more. So I'm gonna add like one over there. And maybe one over here. Whee! This is such a slow process. I think I might add one here too. And then for a while, we can follow this pattern. I'm getting sleepy in like a good way, you know? When you're like vibing with the cozy. I'm like very locked in to making my little circle. Okay, I think after this specific round, I want to go one in. Also, maybe we should go check. Ow. I really need to make more scaffolding. The stupid thing is, I have all the materials. Like, we have so much bamboo. We have so much string from the farm. It's so easy to make a really, like, a lot. For some reason, I keep running with this same 17. Yeah, it has a cooldown of 30 minutes per person. Because otherwise it would be too easy to get things. Okay. Oh, I think that's going to look really cute. Yeah, I'm liking it already. And I like that it's there on the water side. I think that's going to be super pretty. Um I do think now that I see this, I might want to add like a little tip of white. So that like right now that line is too big, and I think like I like that I go one out here like very slowly. I think if we do that on all the sides, like make it transition like like just ever so slightly more slower, like maybe 1 or 2 blocks. Um then it's really going to look like sort of that stone is like peeling off. Yeah, on this side definitely needs to go. Like maybe here 1 row and then row of 2. Like we can take it. Yeah, I'm ending soon in like 5 minutes. I'm just doing some final checks of like what I want to work on next time, and then that's it. Same here. We can just have it transition like a little bit slower, I think. Um, but if we do that and we then go one in and we continue up, and then at the top we can add the house or like the tower, I think that's going to be perfect. I think that's actually going to be perfect. Also, uh, note, remove, 0. I did that. Yeah, I think that's gonna look really nice, especially if it's gonna, like, be all white at the top, because then you're gonna see why it transitions like this, because then it's gonna be, like, up here. It's gonna be a little bit smaller. Thank you, Nookie. I'm gonna go to sleep soon. It's already 10:30 PM for me, so, um but yeah, I like this. And then what we're gonna do, if you have the top, I think we're gonna do some hanging vines. That's the whole idea that sparked this specific build is a boozet. You can use the glowberry vines and have one really long one come all the way from one of the top windows so that it looks like that is Rapunzel's hair. And you can actually use one of those vines to go up to the tower. I think that's gonna look super nice. Um I'm very happy with this. I think that's it. This build is coming along nicely, but this is what I mean. Like we've actively worked, like after the resource grinding, we've actively worked on this build for 20 minutes. So like once we have the stuff in place, I think I have a couple of builds that I have already been grinding resources for in the back. So like the frog pond, for instance, I basically gathered everything we need. So all I have to do is just build it. So I think at this point we're slowly going to get into a flow. I think I'll put some stairs inside as well. Yeah, like a round stairs with slabs. I think that might be nice. Um but yeah, I think I'll continue with this on Wednesday, and then I'll also try to maybe do the frog pond on Wednesday because I actually gather resources for that, so I'm excited for it. I will have to see when I do the lemon build because obviously I want to do that on stream, but I'm going to have to get yellow concrete, which is just going to be a pain in the ass to do, or yellow wool, or preferably both because then I can mix it, and both of them are a bit of a grind, so I'm going to have to figure that out. I really like the tree though. Yes, we're going to do spiral stairs exactly. I'm really happy with the tree. I'm quickly gonna get my shulker boxes because, you know, we're still playing on a server where people can steal stuff from us. So I'm just gonna get some things. Um, I love the tree. I'm so glad you guys like it. Let's actually just get all of my stuffs. Um, so that it's in my inventory. I just don't want to leave anything behind. And then I think that's where I'm going to leave it today. I'm really happy with how everything's coming along. I'm really happy with the shell challenge. I'm genuinely hoping that, like, obviously if we win, it would be super nice because then I get an hour in creative and that's just going to make a big difference because then we can build as fast as we did with the lighthouse. Like, did you guys see how fast we worked on that? Like, we could just get some hard to get resources and maybe grind out a couple of builds, like maybe the lemon, which then would probably take maybe 15 minutes to do. Also because we would be able to fly, so we could just build much faster. So yeah, I would love to have that. But again, if we don't win it, it was still a very fun challenge to do, and I really appreciate it. We're alone on the server, so I don't have to say goodbye to anyone. I think a lot of people were working on the shell challenges today. No, I don't want to update anything. I want to quit the game, and we're gonna go find someone to raid. Let's see who all is live with some Minecraft. I know there's no girly poppers online because I was alone on the server. I mean, they might be streaming, but they're not streaming Minecraft, so I'm just gonna see who I can raid. Uh, ooh, I have a fun idea. We can raid someone we've raided before, but at the time they were kind of busy with other things, but now they're actually they just ended What? I am cursed. Literally, they were in my live list, and it turns out they just ended stream. So they're not streaming. I have to refresh my website. What is up with me and picking people that are done streaming? Unfair. Will we be doing spins? I've already done spins. I've done 2 spins today. So I did a spin from last week and I did the spin from today. It's a skill, not a curse. I'll take that. I shall take that. But yeah, we did 2 wheel spins today. So we did a dance party and we read Twilight in Dutch. It was good. No, you're all good. Don't worry. Don't worry. Thank you for asking. It's always a good check. I'm just seeing if there is any no one I know is playing Minecraft apart from JoJo. But we already rated JoJo, and JoJo is also doing SMP with like other people, so I feel like that's maybe not the funniest or like bestest raid because then she doesn't really have the time to say hi. Also, can I flex a really weird something? I'm in the Minecraft category. I just started scrolling because I was like, oh, let me do like a little quick check just for funsies. And I found myself in the category. You know who I'm streaming right next to? And I have more viewers. Sorry. This is a really weird flex. I'm streaming right next to PewDiePie. I have more viewers than PewDiePie. That is really weird. I'm not gonna raid PewDiePie. No. No, literally. Yeah, he streams. Oh my god. Is it just VODs? It could be. It could be. Yeah, it seems like it's VODs. It seems like it's VODs. So I'm not gonna raid him. It literally says, binge PewDiePie 24/7. So it's reruns. But then still, it's really funny. No, but still, like, I mean, I wasn't gonna rate him anyways. Um, I was literally just checking if there's anyone that I know. Wait, there is someone I know. Why? I'm even following her. Why is she not? Why did I not see her in my list? There is someone I know, who is actually doing Minecraft. Let's go here. We've rated this person before when they were doing Palea, and we've rated this person before, I think, when they were doing Sims. Um, so yeah, I think this is gonna be perfect. And they are building in creative. So if you like basically if you liked what we were doing with the challenge earlier, then you will absolutely love what they're doing right now. It's gonna be super fun. I think you guys will love this. Let's go say hi to Tixie. Tixie is super, super lovely, super sweet. Also does a lot of cozy gaming. So, if you enjoy the type of Minecraft that I do, I'm pretty sure that you'll enjoy the way that she streams as well. Thank you, Lena, for putting my socials. If you're hanging out here and you want to join our Discord to see my schedule, if you want to find any of my socials, basically anything that you need to know, or if you want to watch back any of the prior Minecraft streams or any of my gaming streams that I've done, feel free to check out any of the links that were just posted in chat. And if you're going to come along on this raid, you can copy and paste one of the raid messages. You can use the ones with the emotes if you're sub to the channel, and otherwise you can use the ones with the regular emojis. I'll be back tomorrow. I am going to start co-working at 10:45, so an hour later than my regular start time. That is because I have therapy in the morning. So, if you're hanging out here and you want to come co-work, then just know that I'm starting a bit later, but we're going to go until 6 in the evening, meaning that we're still doing 7 pommos. So don't worry, I got you covered. And I'll be back with more gaming. We're going to continue with Minecraft on Wednesday, and then on Friday, I'm actually going to work on the mod mansion. Although the mod mansion is no longer what it is. We're gonna use the shell and we're gonna decorate the final rooms. I'm gonna try to prep Esther's room so that we can basically finish it. But yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out. I had such a fun stream today. I really enjoyed the show, and I really enjoyed doing a little bit of resource grinding and then actually starting another build. And yeah, I'm so happy that you guys are all enjoying the Minecraft content as well, because I love this game. I've been having such a good time playing Minecraft again, and I missed it. I'm happy that I'm back on it. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great rest of your time, so.